Hello, hello, y'all. Hi, Priestess. Hey, love. Nikki, Lisa, Nana. Hey, Nana. How are you? It's so good to see you, love. How you doing? I hope y'all are doing good. Is my background loud? Because I got my washer and dryer going, and I don't want too much background noise. It's like I'm always doing laundry. So let's start at the beginning. I know everybody started at the beginning. I'm not sure how much beginning what I'm going to play is, but it's some of the really early stuff in Summer's case. Chers encounters with Dawn. I've never done a live like this on Summer, ever. So bear with me. I'm kind of new to doing stuff like this. I do advocate for Summer every day, but my opinions are my opinions. It's my channel. I'll say what I want. You don't like what I say, then just lurk in the bushes. I don't know. I have every right to my opinion, just like anybody else. We will keep it respectful. There's y'all know there's a little hood in me, but yeah. Can y'all hear me good? Nikki, can you hear me good, love? Why didn't let's see here. But I don't know everything about this case, like Cher does. Because like, the first encounters really, I didn't really get interested in Summer until about a month after. Or maybe not that long. I don't remember how long, but it wasn't right when Cher first started covering it. So there is some stuff I don't know. Some people I don't know. You know what I mean? Let's see here. I'm not even sure if Dawn comes on this one, but we are going to start from the very beginning. And if y'all could, do I got any mods in here? Is anybody even here anymore? Am I talking to my damn self? Probably. That's okay, because we're going to do a lot of listening. Keep it respectful. I don't care who it is, even Trash Bag Candace. Keep it respectful to everybody. Okay, good, High Priestess. Glad somebody's still here with me. Thank you, love. Hey, Kasha. Hey, beautiful. How are you? How's your horses? Horsey, I don't know how many you have. I know you got one because I got a picture of it. I love horses. I may have been in these lives. I have no clue. I don't think I got any mods in here, which my chat usually don't get crazy, so we're good. Okay, let me see here. Is this what I'm on? This was one of Cher's very first lives about summer. And I have permission to share this and share anything I want to share on Cher's channel.
There he is.
Just a second to see here. Tammy Barnes. She's an OG. I love you, Tammy, if you're watching or you watch the replay. Love you, boo. A new kitty. Aw. Oh, you're welcome, High Priestess. Thank you. You're a fair mod. I learned to just not mod anybody, and I'm trying to get Cher out of that fucking habit because she'll just mod anybody. She don't even know. I'll message her. I'll be like, "Who is this?" She'll be like, "I have no clue." I'm like, "What the fuck?" Oh my god. She's going to get better. She is getting a little better. She'll take them now if I tell her to. She used to be scared to take riches. I was like, you can't be scared. It's your channel, you know? Don't let people control your channel. Lisa, I am having a good evening. I hope you are too. And everyone else. Okay, I'm going to start and let some of this play. If anybody has questions, just say something in chat and I'll stop or do the best I can. I'm not good at this stuff like Cher. She can remember any fucking thing. My memory's horrible, so. And I have ADHD, so it's hard for me to listen and stay here. Here we go.
Betsy Boop, yep.
Cattle and Sable, not Zabble.
Cattle and what?
Sable,
Sable?
not
Zabble. No, I like Zabble. Shan, my love.
okay.
Hey, Shan.
On
Hello, everybody.
Monday, Mr. Cher's doing, wait, it's Monday, right?
Yeah.
The live stream?
Yeah.
He's doing the fundraiser live stream.
With Matthias in chat. Hi, Mommy.
A little bit.
Oh, there he is.
It's like anyone. Come on.
Hello, handsome.
Look at those ears.
Hey, Stacy.
I think he's part, what's it called? Siamese.
I will skip through some of this to get to the whales, you know, because I don't like to talk about other stuff. I love you, Cher. No offense. I know you're not offended, but
He's
Although the
trying to
camera
sleep.
I'm trying to watch.
I'm a little exposed here.
He likes to cling to us. He's bonded with us. Like,
The video and watching the birds in that area alone.
that's
That,
just
that we
registered.
know of. Yeah. So
Yeah.
that's my theory so far. I don't know about the other area.
okay. I see some stuff about Amber Alerts here, so we're going to go back.
Yes, black cat. Yeah, he is so cute, Vanessa. Benadryl makes me loopy. Benadryl makes me sleep. I like it. I like it a lot.
Benadryl makes me itch. I can't take it.
Yeah, High
Well-
Priestess, this one's old.
Why don't you ladies start with Nelly first, I guess, and say kind of what you think about this whole Summer Wells situation and your thoughts and opinions.
Let's see. This case is so new. So y'all just bear with me, okay? I've just been researching the last couple of days and everything. I was talking to your chat guys.
Looking up a lot of stuff.
Yeah. So there's not a whole lot of facts out there other than the dad is saying all kinds of things to the media. I'm just at a loss. I mean, how there's no suspects right now and how we have no leads or anything. I can't come out and say that I have a suspect that I believe in, but I do think that if anything did happen to her, she was targeted and maybe kidnapped. I'm trying not to sound stupid, guys, because I'm reading my notes. I'm sorry.
No, it doesn't sound stupid. We looked up the area and found 10 sex offenders within 4 miles of their house.
See, that's what I found too when I was researching today. I didn't have their exact location, but I saw like 10 to 15 just in that area alone.
That's just
what we
registered.
know of. Yeah. So
Yeah.
That's my theory so far. I don't know about the other. I'm not going to say anything about the minor that was with them because I don't know enough yet. I don't have a theory yet. I have my own thoughts that I have there, but I'm not ready to share those yet. Publicly with you guys, you know, it's different, but publicly I'm not ready to say anything there yet.
Yeah.
I do think that dad has been on social media a lot, and he's been targeting a lot of people on social media, but social media is how you get your information out there. How else do you expect to look for her?
Well, that's
if
the
we
thing.
don't get the info out there.
He's
We're the
bashing
ones-
how social media has twisted all this stuff, but that's what he's doing. He's nonstop doing social media interviews. He's posting every half hour on Facebook. So I don't know. That's kind of where my problem went. I tried kind of being like, I don't know, I guess not really wanting to fault the parents like right away. At first I did because I was angry, but then Mr. Cher was like, well, like how helpful is that? And then I started looking and I was like, well, I can't like rule out that, you know.
Yeah, High Priestess, this is the first live that Cher has on her channel public right now. So this is like, I don't think she's talked about it somewhere, but this is like, yeah, it's enough for me, old enough. Thank you, Cassius James. I'm really nervous. I don't know why. Okay, here we go.
Okay, I listened to a psychic and she said something that kind of made me go,
Uh-oh, we lost her.
I know, we lost her.
okay,
There she is.
okay. So I was listening to the psychic, and while I didn't like believe or really care for everything she was saying, there was a couple things that kind of made sense. And she was saying that she saw Summer. So mom was upset with Summer and spanking her butt. And after the first paddle to her butt, she got away and ran out the basement door and started running through the woods. And her mom chased her in the car. One of the dogs, which was like her favorite dog, apparently, was running with her. And Candace had gotten the dog back to the car, according to the psychic. And
did y'all hear this? One of the psychic is Donna Suprema. That's what I think Cher's dad or somebody called, or Donna Suprema. I know who I'm talking about.
Summer had kept running. And I was like, well, dang, if she did go running through the woods to try and get away from a beating, she easily could have ran right into the arms of one of these child sex offenders.
Exactly.
It's like every neighbor they have. And actually, their closest neighbor is a registered sex offender.
And see, also what I found today is, you know, the Sheriff Lawson has said no one has been ruled out yet either.
Yeah.
So they already have just in his
Granny gave her candy and she was gone only 2 minutes. Yeah, how do you feel about Don bringing up the whole, when I was in school, my friend got a gun for his birthday and shot his dad by accident or something like that.
Yeah,
it's like,
it's weird.
Yeah, and we see pictures of the boys having guns right behind Summer.
Yeah, she probably knew how to use one.
Hey, Dr. Phil.
Yeah,
Did we lose Nellie?
Oh, Nellie.
me. Oh, can you hear me?
Yep.
Oh gosh.
Yes.
I'm over here just yabbling on thinking y'all hear me and nobody hears a damn thing. Okay, I feel dumb.
Yes, Vanessa, they said Dawn was at work, but what's weird is Candace called Dawn before calling 911.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I think that's weird.
But I was also thinking about it in a situation that happened with me. I'm just going to tell you what happened with me one time when Brendan was 3 years old when we first moved into our house. I thought Brandon was outside with Josh. Josh thought Brandon was, I thought Brandon was outside with my mom because my mom lived with us at the time. And mom thought Brandon was inside with me because we were putting stuff away when we moved in. And I went outside with mom and she was like, where's Brandon? I was like, I thought he was with you. And she was like, no, he's with you. So I'm searching the house and everything. I couldn't find him. My first call was my husband because I was panicked because I didn't know what the hell. I didn't live in this area. I can't say what area I live in, but I was new to this area. So I didn't know this area that well. And I was panicked. And he calmed me down and I did find it. What happened was the gate was left open and we had a new puppy and he got out the gate and my son just decided to go take a road trip with the dog walking down the road. And I found him 3 houses down. But I did call my husband first to, because I was panicked.
See, people caught on early on with Candace. Yeah, she's always rubbed me the wrong way. And, people want to say, oh, you're trash, and we can't help just stating the obvious, and some of us, we're not dumb. You can read people. You can read Candace. She's readable, very readable. And yeah, in my opinion.
Don't laugh at me. My mom's sitting next to me because she remembers this story.
Yeah, I can see that.
I don't
But
know.
I can't, like maybe she thought her daughter just ran off in the woods or something. I don't know. They live out in the country. I don't know what went through their heads. I don't understand the mom right now. That's my only opinion I'm going to say out loud.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not trying to be ugly.
Well, Tammy, what do you think about the coincidence or the odds of 2 missing family members, Candace's sister and now daughter, in 11 years missing?
Yeah, that's creepy. I think somebody took her. I think that it was somebody that she knew, and they kind of maybe lured her away by let's go fishing or let's go swimming, and she went with them because she knew them. And of course, mom wasn't keeping an eye on her, so she could just sneak away and it not be a big thing. And I think she was gone probably longer than they're telling. She was, I think she'd been gone missing a little bit before her mom figured it out.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's her guilt talking when she's like, it was 2 minutes. I know it was probably not.
Yeah.
It was probably like, who knows how long.
And with another family member going missing, it's kind of like these people knew who to prey on.
Yeah, I could see that too, because I mean, if they're always going to go with statistics, it usually is, we'll call it lower class people that it happens to. So, and they found
she didn't
like, Go ahead.
She doesn't have the best, record as far as, being the greatest mom because of all the stuff both of them have been into. So it wouldn't be hard for somebody to take one of them because they're not paying attention half the time. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And the sister that's missing actually used to have temporary custody of the boys, the 3 sons, or the 2 sons maybe at the time, but the older kids. The missing sister had temporary custody of the kids and was actually trying to get to adopt them. So.
Yeah. And then she went missing.
Mm-hmm.
Shortly before that, I think, right?
Yes, before yep.
See, I get to dive into all that part.
And she called her husband and said that she'd be home by midnight. And then never came home.
The sister?
Yep.
And that was 11 years ago, you said, right?
Yeah, I think it was 2009, yeah.
Yeah, I was trying to get into that part of it too before we started.
Well, the thing is, someone asked if Candace was around the area in Wisconsin, and they said no, she might have been in Arkansas. But if she was with Dawn back then, I found arrest records of Dawn in Wisconsin. And I actually used to live not far away from where she disappeared from. She was in St. Croix, Wisconsin, and then they found her car at the Grantsburg, Wisconsin, or whatever. I'm going to guess it was that gas station that has a big liquor store attached to it.
So that's even more bizarre. You have 2 disappearances in one family.
In one family, and Dawn has an arrest record from the same area where the missing sister is. Just going to throw that out there. I mean.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Dawn has a record in multiple different states, at least 4, for sure. 4 different states. Hey, Cotton Candy.
They better,
I just saw her little.
They better be looking at the.
Sorry, go ahead, Tammy. I'm sorry.
No, I was just saying they better be paying attention to the other children that are there.
No kidding.
Because they may go missing too.
He said in his interview with, I think it was Kingsport Time News, they flat out asked him, how are you doing with your kids, as far as like them going back to school because they're going to start school there, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
And he says that they're not even comfortable with them walking to the bus stop now. Whether they stick to that, I don't know.
I call bullshit. They won't stick to that. I guarantee. They'll do it a couple times for looks, but even I am guilty of that. I'll be like, I get all paranoid through paranoid spurts, and I won't let the boys go down to the bus stop alone, or I'll watch them from the window or whatever. But then there's other times where I'm like, screw this, I'm going back to bed or whatever, and the boys are together. They're fine.
Yeah, but you have 2. I only have 1. I just drove them to school though.
I just don't think, especially, I mean, they like to drink. Like, we all know that. They have even said that. Even Dawn said Candace has a bigger drinking problem now. So again, they might do that for looks a few times, but again, that's not gonna fly properly. But we'll see. Their boys
That's
are
why I
older
brought it up.
anyways.
Yeah.
How old are they? Yeah, so she wouldn't even have to really worry about it because they're older. So
And him saying that they passed the polygraph test, that's him saying it. I couldn't find anywhere where law enforcement said that. And I looked everywhere today.
Betsy, I'm not sure whether it's legal or not there. Why she was buying a bulb pipe. I didn't hear a ball pipe. I heard a glass pipe. I've smoked marijuana with a glass pipe. They're sold at tobacco stores everywhere. They smoke really good. It's like a mini bong kind of. So I can't exactly say anything about her smoking pot, but if she bought a glass pipe, it doesn't mean it was for anything but pot, because there's pot pipes that are glass. I don't know how else to say it. Like, sorry. I mean, I don't know. Am I
Good point,
wrong?
Galen.
It's not meth. Like, people that smoke meth usually like on the skinnier side. Am I like totally off here?
Well,
Not from what I've seen.
Everyone's saying
Usually-
Allie and Candace are meth heads, but both of them are bigger women. So
it's not so much like the drug itself. It's they spend all their money on drugs they don't need.
oh, okay.
Well, in her
Yeah.
interview, she looked like she was on something.
Yeah,
Yeah, she did. She was like all spaced out.
I think it was
Yeah, she
being
was.
exhausted and drunk, like a mix of a hangover and exhausted and guilt. I mean, if I'm being honest,
I mean, her
think
eyes kept rolling in the back of her head.
all of them know what happened.
See, Cher says guilt, anger, all that. Yeah, that's what I think. I think she was fucked up, in my opinion. She passed out or something happened before they got home, or she passed out when they got home or was not paying attention, period, getting messed up, in my opinion. And Summer got took that way, or something happened before they got home, and it was a accident cover-up, in my opinion, allegedly, or whatever I gotta say. But you can't help but when your gut is picking up on the obvious shit with this people, with anybody in a case, It's how we all end up here. We all think like this and that, and we want to know. And yeah, this is pretty interesting, actually, to hear how Sheriff felt from the jump, because usually how you feel from the start is how it is usually, your first reaction or whatever. Not always, but a lot of times.
There's no way Allie doesn't know, Hunter doesn't know. Candace and Hunter have to keep checking their stories together. Yeah, Don, I think, knows because he's clearing for whatever happened. They're just afraid of their records and going back to prison. But I mean, he's even talking about her being dead now and seeing her at the resurrection, and now saying the police are doing too little, too late. Like, I don't like how he's been talking in the last 48 hours. I think it's very rude. I think it's disturbing. I did honestly try being nice. I reached out to him and everything, but like, it's been a month today, right? So we need Summer to come home, and I guess either way that has to happen, whether she is still here or not here. I think they said that they passed the lie detector test because they're hoping that they will go to the body, or Don will lead them to the body or something. That's what I'm thinking. I don't trust any of them. I think they all know. I think the grandma knows and is just afraid. The boys probably know and are definitely afraid. I don't know. Like, I try to see it as being a sex offender coming and doing this, but I can't. There's the missing time, and Allie saying, well, we can't talk about that missing time. It's part of the whatever interrogation. And then there's also the other thing is the two families bickering, and how then all of a sudden Don's throwing a 15-year-old under the bus. And it's like, don't you have better things to do than to be literally going back and forth spewing insult? Like, it doesn't look good for him. And then it's like he's pointing the finger at, well, how come they started being mean to us and turning on us after Summer's disappearance? So he's trying to point the finger at them for Summer's disappearance. Then he's trying to point it at all the sex offenders for the disappearance. And it's like, he's so a red truck came.
I think he's just trying to. I think he's trying to confuse everybody.
Oh, definitely.
Where did this? Okay, that's another question I have written down right here. I'm sorry, Shay, that you just brought up a question.
Hey, Stacy. Oh, the red truck. Hey, Emma. Hey, Leona. Hey, man's life. Yeah, I don't think she's a diabetic. I just think she was drinking and exhausted. That's all I think it is. And pot. I mean, she's the missing sister.
Her shirt was on inside out.
Yeah. To be honest, don't get mad at me, but I definitely think that that's why Gunn helps cover up or whatever. I think that they know, like, they're on each other. I don't know if they both got rid of the sister or what, but then Candace's dad died 6 weeks ago. So within 6 weeks, the grandpa dies. Supposedly he left Summer an inheritance. So in 11 years, we have sister just disappears off the face of the earth. Grandpa dies. Summer's missing.
I heard somewhere that Grandpa favored the two that are missing, right?
Exactly.
Yes, I think Mark pointed that out. Or Prairie Boy, sorry.
Yes,
So
Rose was favored,
Yeah.
and over the other sisters, and Candace and the other sister was very jealous of that. Not only that, but Rose had temporary custody and was trying to adopt Candace's older kids that are actually, like someone said in chat, adopted elsewhere, out of the family. And that's probably because they didn't trust Candace and Dawn, because I had family members that wanted to adopt me when I was thrown into the foster care system, but they weren't allowed because my mom kept trying to kidnap me. So if there's any kind of worry there about the kids being too close to Dawn and Candace, they would not allow any family members to adopt the kids.
Yeah.
I know that from experience. So money is evil. Wow.
I think she was kidnapped.
I was just going to say, yeah,
I do not.
the comment you just highlighted.
Oh, which one? Yeah, he the statistics. Yeah.
Yeah.
Free Britney. Yeah, I just don't think that well, I don't believe in coincidences like that. So I definitely feel like they were involved with the missing sister. But with Summer, I think it was an accident. But I just think that that's possibly why they cover. Maybe they think that it does bring up the missing sister a lot. I don't know.
It seems to be like
All over.
retaliating to what's being said to him about him on social media. So it's like to me. Attacking the corner, he's going to attack everybody.
Good question, Debbie. I don't know. She's asking if we know how long it would take for Summer to be missing for someone else to get the inheritance. They haven't said anything as far as I know.
I was going to look at it yesterday, but how long someone has to be a missing person before they get the death of death? I think it's 5 years.
Probably varies on state to state. But yeah, it's not instant, that's for sure. I don't know where that inheritance thing came from. I'd like to see like documentation of that.
Yeah, because I was looking today and I couldn't find any documentation.
Yeah, that's the problem.
Like I said, I did a quick search today. I didn't do a deep dive today, so because I was at the dentist and stuff. So
Yeah,
there's not
a lot of law enforcement isn't putting out very much at all. So a lot of this is he said, she said stuff.
Oh yeah, and they're going to keep a lot of stuff close to them too. They're not going to release a lot out to us.
Well, exactly.
It's the norm.
Yeah.
What's your take on it, Mr. Shear? It's your turn.
Well, I have to say that there's something to do with the boy, H.
Oh,
because
see, I'm not ready to go there yet, but I want to hear yours. I'm interested in what you have to say.
Because the timeline, according to Ali, they picked him up at 10:30, and it was apparently to go fishing and swimming. They didn't go fishing, and they only went swimming for 20 minutes, which makes no sense.
Right.
And then there's like 2 or 3 hours that are unaccounted for. And then she comes back, drops him off at something like 2:30. But that time is screwy because Ali said it's 45 minutes from her house to Candace, but it's only 23. And that video was apparently of Summer, and the truck was taken at 3:09, which means they were still on the road. So it was after 2:30, or they weren't driving home. They were driving maybe to Don's work. Who knows? But there's so much time that's not accounted for. And the fact that Ali said that, she said two things. She said the police have his phone, her son's phone, and she can't talk about what happened because of the interrogation. Those were her words. And law enforcement never said that they were interrogating anybody. So I'm thinking something happened there, and they're trying to get more information on it without really putting a scare in anybody, but it just doesn't add up. They went somewhere, did something. They were only swimming for 20 minutes, and I was like,
I agree with your point. But we may not, like you said earlier, law enforcement hasn't told us everything. They may know more about that timeline than we do. I wish they would tell us more. And like I said, until I know more facts, I'm not ready to take that leap yet, but I do have my stuff that I do want to talk to you about because I value your opinion. So I have some stuff I want to send to you later. You can share.
I'm not saying that he did everything, but I'm just saying that those points will make everyone look bad, and basically everybody's full of shit.
Yeah,
I agree with that.
Yeah. They are all shady AF, like another case we all know well.
Yeah.
Elizabeth Anderson, I'm just a sub that got interested in everything and just started talking to Sharon, started following.
Mark is a very smart man. He has good gut instincts most of the time. I usually always agree with him. And I like to hear this early stuff, people's first initial thought on this. You know what I mean? Like something like, right, what made you think like that? Because we don't hear none of this stuff no more. You're good, Nikki love. What are you cooking? I'm gonna finish this live. Of course, I might play another one. Depends on how long we get through this. But do y'all want me to do more of this, or I really don't know. I want to hear all this though, and if I'm gonna do it, I'd like to listen to it with people that want to hear it too. You know, Beard of Reason. Yep, he is. Mark's a good dude. Nikki, I'm gonna need you to go to Levittown and get some bagels for me and ship them to me at this little bodega I love in Levittown. Green bean casserole. That sounds good. I got stuff to make a broccoli casserole. I should make that. I love broccoli casserole. All right, let's listen more. Get through this. They do work together. They do good.
Oh, in cases with her.
What did they say? Oh, Vanessa.
She didn't know who I was. Elizabeth didn't know who I was.
Oh, these are my sisters.
I don't have a channel or anything. I just like true crime.
I dragged them up on Thursday nights with me to chit chat.
And we all have different opinions and different stuff. I stick, you know, we all have different opinions, and we're proving to panels everywhere. You know, we're trying to prove that we can all get out there, have different opinions, and walk away still loving each other when we get off this panel tonight.
Yeah.
Just because we don't see eye to eye on every single thing doesn't mean that we don't love each other. We just have different opinions, and you know, sometimes the stuff Shira points out makes me say, "Oh." Sometimes the things I point out make her say, "Oh." You know, but it leads to us other questions, and we keep getting stuck in this deep dark hole on that other case. I'm like, God.
And then Mr. Share has a totally different thing than none of us have.
Right.
He thinks something totally different than we do.
Thank you, Betsy Boo. I appreciate that.
It's always too nice.
Not being nice. I'm saying.
He's the beard of reason. He's supposed to be nice. Well, why are we going to call you when you shave that off?
I guess I'll just go back to the voice of
Yeah.
reason.
That's better
Oh,
than
there you go. Yep.
Or I'll just tape it back on after a
I do not know why I come up with these stupid ideas.
Yeah, it was all
It was your idea. And you're the one that loves the beard the most, girlfriend. What are you doing?
Me and the cat.
Right.
Oh, cray. But you had $1,000. You got to do what you got to do.
That's for a good cause.
It'll grow back.
What did Phelan say?
Look at him. I said it'll grow back.
Yeah, it will. Oh, I'm on comments. So did anyone ever hear my question that I asked?
No.
Where the red truck? Oh, because I was muted. I thought, where the red truck thing came into play? Who brought that to the authorities and everything?
I don't even know.
I could not find out who the source was on that.
I got a theory about that.
What is it?
What's your theory?
That
I'm
first
interested.
video of summer, people keep saying there's a red truck following them. And they're just looking at shit that's in the box. I think that's where the red truck theory came from. I think someone made it up. Because I also heard that it was found in a different county with the plates removed. And like that would be an obvious suspect, but we didn't say anything. So I don't think it means anything.
Okay.
I've also heard stories about a blue minivan and a yellow vehicle too. So I have no idea.
Red truck in this case, red car in another.
Yeah, well, this one has a red truck, a yellow truck, and a blue minivan.
Yeah, I feel like Don just threw a bunch of shit out immediately, and I don't like that because since he likes statistics so much, when people do that, and it happened in the Christian and Akio case also, we got a suicide here. It's tunnel vision from that point forward. Done.
Yeah.
It's another case we could go talk about too.
The police shared it. Oh yeah.
What, they shared the red
Talk about
truck
the red truck
theory?
Yeah, I saw that the police shared it, but I wondered what made the theory come up.
Right.
There has to be a reason that the cops are, because the cops don't. I mean, in the interview, the cop even talked about it. What's his name?
Well, then they
Sheriff
said it was a
Austin?
truck with a red tote in the back, not a red truck.
From what I saw on News 5 for that area, they were saying a red or maroon 1992, late 1992, early 2000s, red or maroon Toyota Tacoma. That's what they were interested. Law enforcement is interested in. Anyone that can provide information about this witness is how they worded it.
Yeah. I just feel like it was somebody that they knew,
Yes, white buckets in
and
the back.
they took her because they knew they could.
You think?
I
kind of
just, I'm leaning toward that, yeah.
What if like the Sunday school teacher did there? No, I'm
Yes.
just kidding.
Oh,
I'm
gosh.
just kidding.
Well,
Just kidding.
I think that
This guy.
I think that maybe the family might feel they know who it is, but they don't want to say anything because of who it is.
See, I wondered
You know what I'm
that.
saying?
Yeah. But why? Like maybe because they owed for drugs or something? I don't know.
No, I think it's along the lines of sex trafficking.
Oh, I just don't know. I think they were counting on it to look like that more than anything. Where's my chapstick?
And see, I think someone was counting on Lane going towards the parent.
Okay, I'm gonna pause it there a second. What do y'all think about S trafficking? I never thought that, and I still don't think that. I don't think. I don't know. What do y'all think? Oh, Nikki. Yeah, I'm making broccoli casserole too, just so I can eat it. I love broccoli casserole. They don't have to be from that bodega, but they have like, the real deal New York bagels, and they're so good. I love them. I love their sandwiches on those bagels. The pastrami. Hey, Hoop 3. How are you? Do you think it's bigger than we think? I'm not so sure that Don knows anything, just what his wife's telling him, in my opinion. I've said that all along, and I still kind of think that, yeah, he might be a piece of shit or whatever, but I don't think he has anything to do with Summer's disappearance, in my opinion. I think, Mommy Dearest knows exactly what happened. One way or the other, she knows something happened on her time. We see it all the time. She's got this look, and just everything about her. I don't put the onions on my broccoli, no. If I make green bean, yes. I like to eat those crispy onions, though. They're good. Just by themselves. No, I want fucking casserole. Lady Lolo, I'm with you. I don't want to cook tonight. I've done 8. I might do that tomorrow. I want to make a peach cobbler tomorrow. Put them on the broccoli. I might. I don't know. I might try it on a little piece of it, maybe. Like not the whole casserole though. Just see how it is.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, I could see it like that too.
No, but you're entitled to your opinion too. I see your side of it as well.
Well, I don't like how he's talking.
Oh yeah, yeah.
No, I agree. We all agree on that. We all agree we don't like how Don's talking. Like I started out, social media is how it's getting out there. But it seems like I think he's so like he gave up.
Well, the other thing is, I don't
hours.
believe in these psychics or whatever. But then he's posting about how these people are having dreams and whatever, and he's going with that. But you don't like what psychics are saying, even though these people are trying to help or whatever,
I think he's just making crap up as he goes.
I think he just gave up and has just given up on his daughter being alive still.
Mr. Chers,
As a parent, personally, as a parent, I don't think I could give up that easily.
Oh, I know.
I would still be turning on every stone in the
crazy
woods,
train. Crazy train's coming, you guys.
I hear it.
Hey, Sky.
No. All right, Betsy, we'll see you.
Bye, Betsy.
Bye, Betsy.
Night,
John Boy.
Well, no, I don't think so, Tasha. I'm going to put the link in there if anyone else wants to come up here. Kind of got a stomach ache. There we go. I'm not even sure, honestly, Nelly, what to think on this case because I go back and forth in my mind, just like the Watts case, kind of, where I'm like, I don't know.
I think because on this one, I think it's because it's so new and we don't have a whole lot of details, is why it's kind of going back and forth. I mean, because in my mind too, I do go back and forth. But me, I'm the one that looks for facts and goes that way. But I don't know who it is right now. I like I said, I have a couple theories, but that one on that one I'm not ready to go to yet.
Yeah.
I just don't feel like I have enough information.
You see Monica's comment?
That's what I said. He gave up. Why is he giving up? If he thinks she was kidnapped,
Yeah.
I think she's in somebody's basement in America. Like he said, he wants the military to come in and search everybody's basements. And that's, when they asked, what do you want? It wasn't, I want my baby home. It was, I want the military to come search and deal with the terrorists here. That I was like, okay.
That's just crazy.
I would be out there looking for my baby. I wouldn't be giving up yet. That's my personal opinion.
And she hasn't really said anything other than when they interviewed her, has she?
Yeah, I haven't
Like
seen
he has on
anything
social media.
I don't think Mom has said anything since that interview that I've seen. I only saw that's the last thing I saw that she did. And I'm sorry, she didn't look like she was in her right frame of mind to be doing an interview.
No, she didn't.
I wish I was.
I think he's just very strange with all the stuff he's coming up with.
I agree with you seeing that detective's comment. Sure, sure.
I'm here. Sure, just pass me the phone.
Oh, okay. I was like, where'd everybody go?
I know.
I was like, I'm not doing this by myself. Can't move.
Yeah, illegals don't have real jobs. I agree. Yeah.
Hey, Angel, I take Chrissy.
I don't think the children have said anything either, have they? The brothers?
No, I didn't see anything. I didn't see that. No, I think they're young, aren't they?
Yeah, I just didn't know if they had.
No, I didn't see anything. I searched for a sibling. I mean, because I don't know their names. I searched for their siblings and stuff like, for her siblings interviews or anything like that. And I didn't find anything. I'm sure the police have talked to them.
I'd imagine.
Yeah.
I would hope.
Gosh, 30. Yeah, I would hope so too.
I think
Mark, did you say? Oh,
they talked to some specialists, I guess the boys did, but also the church guy Don that talked for them. Was that his name, Don?
mhm.
He said that he had talked to the boys, and he actually said the boys told him that basement door was locked.
Yeah, but he's contradicted himself a couple times on different screens. So it's like people are all just trying to get their moment or something. I don't know.
Yeah, I think.
Yeah.
I think Meg is backstage.
Oh yeah. There she is.
Hello.
How is everybody?
Hello,
How are
Meg.
you?
Good. I don't know anything about this case. I was just coming to say hi.
Oh, hello.
Hello, Meg.
Well, I mean, I know like a tiny bit, but that's it.
Is the Summer case? Is the Summer Wells case real?
Oh, haha, very funny. Well,
I know, whenever
know.
red car.
This is the one where her Bly, right? Her aunt is also missing.
Yes.
Never found, right?
Yes.
Yeah, it's I'm not gonna lie, it seems a little strange to me, but it's too early. I don't know enough about it.
See, that's where I'm at too.
That's what we're all at. We're kind of just clutching at straws here.
Hey, really quick, let's bring it to Watts. Were any of you aware that John Walsh actually had something to do with Chris Watts' plea deal? John Walsh.
No.
Yeah, I have to find out again. I found it interesting that he is apparently the one who had talked Chris into doing the plea deal, something like that. But John Walsh is involved in the Chris Watts plea deal, and yeah. Anyway, squirrel. I thought that was interesting. So Meg, I thought of you because like
John Walsh is remind me who?
John Walsh is America's Most Wanted. Yep.
Oh, okay.
His little boy was kidnapped in a mall.
That's what I thought you were referring to, but I wasn't.
Yeah. So that's weird that he was involved at all, right?
Yeah, that's.
Where did you hear that? Or where was that?
I saw it yesterday. I was looking through a bunch of stuff. It said something in the plea deal, and it said John Walsh. And I kept reading that like, no, it can't be the same John Walsh, is it? So
I want to say someone pointed that out to me before, but wasn't there someone who's on Chris's attorney, one of his attorneys that or defense team that last name was Walsh
was it John Walsh?
as well?
That's right. That would make sense. But he had his public defender's name is John Walsh. It was a public defender.
Right. That's what I'm saying. There was his public defender's name was John
That
Walsh, right?
would make more sense because I was like, what? You have anything to do with this?
Yeah, but it also makes sense on different levels as well, just because, well, I won't get into all that, but so is there, I am curious, are there any, like, as far as the Summer Wells case, there's a lot of things not adding up? Because that's what I've been listening to some live streams and whatnot, but I don't really engaging. But it seems to me like a lot of people are confused about who's who and who's driving what truck and who,
Yeah, there's a lot of discrepancy, and basically no one's story adds up.
And there's no tears, right? There's no sadness coming from any of the family members, right? No.
Not that I see, no. I mean, in their interviews, they do look like they're worn right out, but yeah, no tears.
And then what happened with her aunt? Nothing. Is that a cold case? Is that considered a cold case? Or?
Yeah.
I would think so. Yeah, it was so long ago. It was 2009.
So she happened to just go missing.
She just disappeared.
And now her niece Summer just happens to go missing and nobody knows anything.
Correct.
Yep. Yeah. Especially that much of a time difference too.
And I was even trying to find statistics, and there are none.
I tried to do the statistics for it too and found none also.
And I also did test theory of calling for ER times 2. Is that the same case?
Hey, Jenna, what's up, Lou?
Hey, is there a lot of information being released in this case? But it still doesn't add up?
No, the police aren't releasing much. It's just what people are saying, like the parents and the family friends and that kind of thing.
I kind of think if
And
that she was kidnapped, and that the aunt and her is a connection.
Is law enforcement being transparent, or are they saying that they can't release any information because it's an ongoing investigation or something?
They aren't saying much, which is weird. Like, so the parents are all saying everything, and the friends are. They're all saying, they're said this. What was he saying though? Oh, but the police are not really saying anything. They're saying that right now everybody is considered a suspect, but they aren't like combating anything that Dawn or Candace have said. They said they passed lie detector tests, but the police have not come out and said that they passed lie detector tests or anything. So they're just kind of sitting back and letting them kind of talk. And they're not saying much other than it's still an active investigation. We're still searching, and
everyone is still a suspect.
Everyone's still a suspect.
Yeah.
There's no like main suspect.
They have not released me. He said
No.
Lawson said everyone is still a suspect.
Problem is,
Well, I will
nobody's
tell you-
story adds up. Like
No one's story?
nobody's story actually makes sense.
So
This
did
whole-
the parents? Who's the
Well,
parent?
they-
Not Dawn. Who's Dawn?
the dad.
Okay. So have both parents came out and gave a public statement, separately or together? Or?
Yes,
yeah, they've kind of done
they
both.
were together.
Yeah, they're standing beside each other, but talking separate.
Right.
If that makes sense.
And they've each done interviews solo too.
Mhm.
Dawn
And
has,
there's hardly any emotion or tears.
no
Nope.
tears, but they do seem really like beat down.
Interesting. Yeah, it's too early for me to say, but I do see some red flags. But I will tell you that Tristan Bailey case, I would be highly suspicious of. A lot of red flags in that one. I don't know if there's any new information about that or not, but I think I saw someone put out a video about some sort of something in somebody, what was his name? Aiden, is that his name? Aiden's room or something, some sort of occult stuff or something.
Oh wow.
I don't know, but I would, yeah, there's definitely something funky going on with that case.
I see. Yeah, definitely shady stuff with the family going on for sure.
Mm-hmm.
The mom is cold as I used to be. Yeah, it seems that way anyway.
Yeah, I'll have to watch those interviews. I'd be interested to see them, or those not interviews, but the statements by the parents. I'm wondering if that's what they want everybody to believe, is that, trying to figure out who's involved, and if just the mom, it sounds like the mom's suspicious, and it sounds like the dad's suspicious, and everybody's, racking their brains trying to figure out where, someone Wells is, and I don't know, it's just, I'm suspicious of any of these high-profile cases.
Neither one of them have the. Neither one of the parents have good track records, so
That's true.
So did the police say anything, or they think that there's a connection to each case, as far as like the aunt? And
No, they haven't
But
said
nothing-
anything about it yet. No,
Oh,
they haven't
okay.
said anything.
so the parents were the ones that contacted the news outlets and gave the statements?
You know what? That's a really good question. I'm not sure.
The news outlets contacted them, but
I'm not sure how.
I mean,
Yeah.
who originally released the story? The police, because she's missing. And so after, how long was she missing? How long was Summer Wells missing before whoever released the information about her missing? I guess that's what I'm
well, the mom
was
said
it
it wasn't
like-
very long.
Was there
No,
flyers? Was there?
yes, it started with, it was an Amber Alert that got passed around on Facebook and stuff. And then it turned into, he was still missing, and it got more and more traction. And then, yeah. And
Doesn't
just
it have to be a suspect to have in a vehicle to have Amber Alert though?
that's a good question. I'm not sure. Maybe that's, because yeah, it started with an Amber Alert.
But I think the Amber Alert, they called it off, didn't they?
They did call the Amber Alert off. Mr. Sher's gonna look it up right now.
yeah, they pulled it up just recently.
Yeah, so it wasn't Amber Alert, but yeah, that's where they got the red truck, I guess. I'm sorry, I don't know.
Not another red vehicle.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
My thinking exactly.
Yep.
That's interesting. Yeah, I'll have to look into it more. But it took me, I'm not gonna lie, it took me a few minutes to figure out in one live stream. I'm like, wait, so who's Bly and who's Summer? And wait, so she's the daughter of who? And wait, or the niece of like, and I'm like, wait, what? And then I finally figured out. They're like, yes, Megan, you got it. I'm like, okay, good. It's so confusing at first.
The connection to church. Well, I just think that's for show, to be honest. Someone had said every time he gets back from doing jail or prison stints, he gets very churchy again or something, whatever. I don't know. Anyway, for me, I feel like it's just for show.
Okay, the Amber Alert thing,
I feel like.
it's kind of vague, but here the criteria: the person is 17 years of age or younger, in imminent danger of bodily injury or death, and there is a description of the child or the abductor or the vehicle. So it would technically be, it would be the criteria met for an Amber Alert, but it would kind of be a judgment call.
You said there's not a description of those last three things, or there was a description?
No, there's a description of the child or the abductor or the vehicle. It doesn't have to be all.
So what? But what was included then? Just
I
the
don't know what you're
child?
asking.
Just the description of the
Oh,
child.
yeah, yeah, they didn't have a description of the abductor. Maybe the vehicle, possible.
Then wouldn't that just be a missing person?
A bolo?
No, because it doesn't have to be all.
Because it's a child, they put an Amber Alert out. Because she was only 5. So, and probably because he said it was an abduction right from the beginning. So they probably put it out as an Amber Alert.
Who said that? The dad?
Don called right away and said, my little girl's been abducted.
And where was she supposed to be when this happened?
at home in her basement playing with toys, which is her bedroom.
She was abducted from her bedroom in the basement.
Yep, while mom and
That's what
grandma
you're
were
saying?
outside planting flowers in the front yard.
Okay, that's weird.
Wait,
And where was Dawn and mom?
well, mom was planting flowers with grandma outside in the front yard. The brothers
Dawn
were
was-
inside playing video games in the kitchen, and Don was on his way home from work because he
And
called
this-
911 from a mile away from home.
So somebody had to have called him to.
Candace did. Summer's mom called him and said Summer's missing or whatever, supposedly. And so he said, hang up with me and call 911. And so then they both called 911 at the same time.
So she either wandered off, which is what they're saying, from the last known location being the basement, or someone went into the home and took her.
Yes, it started off with saying they believed somebody came to the home and took her. Now they're saying she probably could have wandered down the driveway or down. Now he said through the woods. Now he's saying he knows for certain she's not in the woods.
To
Yeah.
grandmother's house we go.
Yeah, grandma lives in a trailer on
I'm
the
just
property.
kidding. I'm kidding, but he said
No,
it.
here when she said that, because grandma does live on the property.
Yeah.
That's why I giggled.
So okay, so they're just.
And they have 20 dogs and not one of them barked.
Well, that's the thing.
And-
Even in their interview, there's a dog barking. So I'm thinking the barking dog isn't going to alert anybody. Because you got 20 dogs, you got wildlife around there. I bet you within 10 minutes, at least 2 of the dogs are barking at something.
Oh yeah, definitely.
I'm guessing they didn't have security cameras. It seemed like
Mary
it.
T. I'm sorry, I was
Thank you,
just going
Seth.
to tell Mary T that I do believe the church is involved somehow.
I was
And
kind
I'm
of
thinking that might have been.
The church is weird.
Well, I was thinking maybe the dogs didn't bark because they knew the people.
Yeah, that could be.
Well, and what's also weird is this church person has interjected himself into it quite a bit, and also
Yes.
he was one of the first people that Candace and Don called over there, and he was there right, like you said, helicopters were there,
Mhm.
so he was one of the first people there. Now he's coming out and doing interviews, and yeah, I don't know.
Have they released the 911 calls?
Oh, I'm just reading your messages, Nelly. You should rest up. I love you.
I love you too, girl. I will
Yes.
call y'all
Yes,
tomorrow
Nelly.
for sure.
What?
Bye, panel. I love you
Go
guys.
rest. Love you.
Bye.
Love you. Good night,
thanks.
Nelly.
Night.
Okay, say that again, babe.
Well, someone said that they did release the 911 calls. I haven't heard them. I'd like to.
Yeah, I haven't heard him either. Maybe can you look?
I haven't either.
Google
That's
it?
why I had to think for a minute.
Who said they heard the 911? And dogs.
Why does it like remind me of the Gurning case, though, the Cash Gurning case, like where
Oh.
they were in the bedroom sleeping, and then this person just comes in and just happens to just take one of them? It's like not, I don't know.
Hmm.
Sounds kind of familiar, but weird.
Yeah, Mary.
So,
they
has
do.
anybody? Are there any search parties? Or is there any of the police looking? Have they looked? Are they sending out like in the swamps, or what are they? Looking for her in the swamps, or anything?
Yeah, they've been searching the water around the house.
So the police are involved. They are getting involved. Are they
Well,
taking it seriously?
Well, according to the dad, there's been a lot of searches, but I'm not sure if there's been as many as he's claiming.
And who's the church person? Is this like the
Deacon of the church. The church that
he's
they all
doing
go to.
Yeah.
interviews? He's doing news interviews.
Yeah.
Oh, this is weird. I don't know.
Mhm.
It's very weird.
Again, it's too. I don't know enough about it to say, but to me, it's just something's off about it.
Well, usually when somebody that isn't part of the family
Wait.
inserts themselves into an
David has a special
investigation like that,
phone
it's kind of
phone.
like,
David, that's what his name is, not Don. David, the church deacon. He has a special.
mhm, mm. Okay.
They had to scale down the search because they, like, was it today or yesterday? They were saying like $28 an hour for a person for searching, and they had something like
Wow.
I can't even remember some crazy amount. So
How long has she been missing?
for a month today,
A month.
I'm just. And when did it? When? So it's,
June 15th, she went
we've
missing.
known about it. This case has been out for a month.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yep.
And you know what's
Um,
weird? You want to know what's weird? Like prior to her going missing, the mom even took a picture of her standing inside a giant coffin.
Yeah, that's another. That's weird.
That's weird, right?
It's one of those, like the Chris Watts thing with
Yes.
with the whole baby, the doll or whatever with the sheet over
Yes,
it.
it's very much
Yeah.
like that vibe. It's so
Yeah.
creepy.
So what are the odds? Another one.
Like they were visiting the touristy spot.
It was a touristy spot, but still, Summer standing in a giant coffin, and now she's
Okay.
missing.
That's like
How
what we
is it
call
going on?
Totally take a picture.
There you go.
is it foreshadowing or something? Or
Missing.
Well, okay, what went missing after that? I don't think that's fair. You just admitted your daughter to be taking pictures in that thing.
Yes, but my others aren't missing.
She wasn't missing at the time either. She took a picture in there.
No, no, she's missing.
Yeah, so there you go.
yeah,
Now it's
I don't
weird
know.
because
That's
she's
weird,
missing.
especially with the Watts thing. That's a red flag to me. But there's something else I was going to ask. Because it's weird because how I don't know the statistics on how many children go missing a day or month or week or whatever. But why is it that
Right.
only certain cases, when there's so many that go missing, get so much mainstream media attention? What makes one child going missing more important than any of the other ones? So to me, that
Yeah.
is what people need to, in my personal opinion, people need to ask themselves is why is it that there's only these certain mainstream media cases that get so much attention over all the others? What's the reason? There's got to be a reason behind it, in my opinion.
It is weird. You think about it.
Oh, I can't remember now.
Oh, there's a- Danger, Will Robertson. Danger.
Parents are quality, in my opinion. I Agreed. I love Dollywood. Oh, that's where they are. That's Dollywood. Yep, they were at Dollywood.
Okay.
I bet you almost everybody walking by does that. I mean, you can't look at that and go, "Oh, this is foreshadowing."
Yeah, but why was that picture released out of all the pictures?
It's not. It wasn't.
Did they just go there?
People were going on their social media and taking shit.
Is their social media still public?
Yeah.
Yep.
No. Okay, that's a red flag to me again. Just like shenanigans being made public the entire time, but the Ruseks don't want you to talk about the case, but they leave the shenanigans Facebook.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Mr.
So it sounds to me like they want people to go down a rabbit hole and go into their Facebook and try to figure all the things out.
These people are using their social media still.
Yeah.
Like they're still communicating with people through their social media, so they can't believe it.
Yeah, because she was like a TikToker. Ayo, Tammy.
Tammy.
Hey, Tammy.
It was creepy.
No, you guys, no, they didn't release it. Okay, this was posted on their social media long before anything happened with Summer. See, this is what happens. It's the same bullshit with Watts. Someone thinks something and they get it all misconstrued. No, people are going through their past pictures and looking for anything they can to give a shit about. That's what's going on.
I know, but I agree with that. But what I'm saying is, why is it still made public?
Because they still use their social media to converse with people.
Yeah, but that's fine. But why? That's what I'm saying. You can still converse with people that you know and family, but why make it public so for everybody to see?
They probably don't know how to make their
You're just
pictures
saying.
only available to friends.
Well, no, they did. They just recently put their pages to only friends, but they added a bunch of before tonight I was one of Donald's friends.
Yeah, see, I wouldn't even know how to do that.
Well, mine's like that, but I don't even remember how I did that.
Yeah, I wouldn't know how to set all my pictures to only be able to friends and shit like that.
Yeah.
And these people aren't
Yeah.
like highly intellectual, real social media mongers either. They're just country folk. So
Are they engaging with anybody? Like, are they engaging themselves in social media?
Yes, that's all they're doing.
yes, they're using it now.
They did social media before they were even on the news. They did Unmasked.
Are you serious?
Dead serious before they
Why
even
would they be?
aired on
I'm
news.
sorry, I'm not trying
They were
to. I'm
all
not trying to
renegade.
go be. I'm trying to not have a bias
Why?
whatsoever when I look at these cases. But why are they not
Because-
concentrating on getting the mainstream media outlets to get this information out there?
Well, they're doing everything.
Yeah,
I can see that for missing kid.
exactly.
Yeah, I think I can see them using every outlet for their missing kid. But I guess but okay, for me, like now he's condemning social media, but he's all about social media. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
it just doesn't.
Well,
Is
how
it
that
bad?
started? How that all started is how people like us internet sleuths just went fucking nuts on them, attacking them as soon as the story broke.
Yeah.
And they started defending themselves on social media.
True.
That's how it all got going. It's not like they just took the social media out of the blue to try and gain fame or something. That's not what happened.
No, but what's weird is that what he put on there, I think it was today, about the military. Why don't they send the military to find his little girl? Because she's in a basement somewhere tied up.
I said
So they're
for
more worried
years
about
we should
what
have the military here. Stop worrying about other countries. I'm totally with him on that. Get our crime rates and drugs and child trafficking and all that shit under control here before we start worrying about our oil interests overseas. But yeah, that's a whole other thing.
Mm-hmm.
So they're more worried. I'm just asking. I'm not implying. I'm just saying. Are they more worried about what people on social media think? Because you guys said that they were trying to defend themselves as far as people attacking them, saying that they had a part
Yeah.
in.
Yeah.
Okay, but so why would any of that matter to them? The most important thing should be them finding Summer, right? So why are they more worried about defending their innocence or whatever compared to doing whatever they need to do to find Summer?
Why is it so weird that if someone's attacking you, you defend yourself?
Because I wouldn't, if my child was missing, I wouldn't give two shits what anybody on social media thought. I'd be doing the best I could and do whatever I could to find my daughter.
But what if people on social media were offering help?
Well, I'm sure they are. But what,
Okay, so
but
that's
what you
why.
guys just said is that they're going on social media channels defending their innocence when they should be it shouldn't matter. They should just be figuring out where Summer is.
No, they're not going on other channels trying to defend themselves. They're making their own Facebook posts and saying that shit. They're going on other people's YouTube channels because they say that they want to help. So that's why they're doing social media, and then they get shit on. People like direct messaging them and calling them and shit. So yeah, they defend themselves. I don't see how that's
But there's no okay. But where is the? There's no. I mean, I just don't understand. There's no sadness. If there's no, I understand you said like tired. I guess I have to watch the interviews to fully see what you're talking about. But where's the emotion for their daughter being missing?
I see emotion when I look at their interview. I mean, like they aren't bawling their heads off, but how often do you see that?
You see emotion response?
Not a lot. That's why I question a lot of these cases. To be honest with you. So
Like we were just watching the documentary in the Cecil Hotel. The parents of that girl that was missing, they weren't crying. They looked sad, but that's yeah. I gotta stop. I don't like this whole like judging them on
No,
what
no, it's
they're
not
doing.
judging. It's not judging. I'm just saying. I know that people deal with death and tragedy and tragic whatever stressful situations differently, but it's all the things surrounding it too. It's that stuff that doesn't add up, and it doesn't. What they're saying is not matching their emotions. You know what I mean? So like they might be saying that they're sad, but I'm not seeing it. That's all I'm saying. I'm not accusing anybody of anything. Or judging anybody. I'm just saying, where's the emotion? They say that they're worried about their daughter and they're doing everything they can to find her, but again, I have to watch the interview. But a lot of these cases and a lot of these people that go on these mainstream media and give these statements, what they're saying is not matching their behavior.
Yeah. Well, it is interesting. I listened to 4 different. Excuse me.
Bless you.
Okay. Thank you. 4 different retired New York detectives, and even they all can't agree. And the one thinks for sure the parents know what's up, and some are like, well, no, I think for sure she was abducted. And I don't know. I've even pondered like maybe they have her hiding, trying to like use it for some kind of like popularity because she loved doing TikTok. The mom did. She was always on TikTok. So I was like, well, that'd be like the best case.
So they do know how to their way around social media and their
Oh
Facebook
yeah.
accounts. Then.
Oh yeah. Yeah, she was definitely on TikTok all the time.
And so another person, of course, it was on social media. Well, I mean, I guess nowadays that's normal, but interesting. Okay, well, I just wanted to come up and say hi and thanks for filling me in on everything in case. I'll definitely look into it more and see what's going on.
Yeah, you should, because I think a lot of people are talking about it now, but I think it's interesting. I don't know what to believe anymore, but it's frustrating.
Yeah, I don't know. Who knows? Things can be deceiving for sure. But again, I would just really think about the fact that, again, like I said, why are some of these cases? Why do they get so much mainstream media attention of others? That's what I want to know. So, all right, ladies and gentlemen, I will talk to you guys next time. Have a good night.
Good night, weirdo.
Bye, Megan.
I don't do Facebook. Okay, Mary, it's probably safer. I'm bad at it.
All I do on Facebook is post on YouTube.
I have a Facebook, but my husband gets on there and gets me put in jail half the time. So that's the time I'm in Facebook jail.
Facebook jail.
Yeah. Right now I'm in Facebook jail for 30 days.
I keep posting Corona stuff. They'll put me in Facebook jail, I think. So keep hiding my.
Yeah, that's what I post. That's what he posted. Yeah.
Tammy, guess what I did
It's
today?
just really sad. What?
I made bread.
What? No way.
Homemade bread from
What kind of
scratch.
bread you make?
Italian seasoning bread.
What kind?
Good.
Just...
Like white bread. And then you put the Italian seasonings in it when you bake it, and it smells like Subway in this bitch.
It did.
Yeah.
Nice. Did you make like a loaf of it?
Yeah, 2 loaves.
Make a pan of it? How'd you make it?
Like a loaf pan, like a bread loaf pan. A loaf of bread.
Yeah, she done good.
Did you have it? She done good. You have any left?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I'm so good. And I made spaghetti and meatballs. I was a good domestic housewife today.
Wow. Did you make homemade sauce?
No, I cheated with the sauce.
That's okay. You can always take the sauce in a jar and add your twist to it.
Look at that. That is perfect.
Oh, that's good. Yeah.
It's
better wrap
so
it in something. So don't go.
Yeah.
So you have 2 loaves and y'all started on the other loaf?
Yeah, we already have the other one passed on.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I'm gonna plan. Well, I'll text you, Tammy. You guys, I think we're gonna call it a night, and we're gonna plan that Amber Frey and Nicole Kessinger. I don't know what we want to call it. Comparison, if you will.
Yep. That one's gonna be fun.
Yeah, I cook, Mary. Thanks, Vicky. So, and then another thing I want to do is do like a.
Okay, that's that. I have another one I'm going to play. Do y'all want to listen to it now? We'll speed through it again. Or tomorrow. Or next day. Or whatever day I decide to come live again. Which might be a while. It might be tomorrow. You never know. I'm going to go ahead and at least start this one. We'll go from there. Okay, let's see. Oh shit, not that. I don't even know what this is.
Did you know there was a college Christmas party tonight? NFI, me and you.
Shit. Here we go.
Hey, Seth.
Hi, everybody.
We're gonna give it a few minutes. We got Tammy and Nellie will be up here. I know there's a few other lives going on. Oh well.
See you later. That's right.
I don't know. The little one guys help me move one time. Oh, snap.
I'm keeping it going. I'm going in order that these started, so I could just keep it one after another. Some of them she may have deleted things. I don't know, but I'm not going to sweat her over it. We're doing it just like this. You know what I mean? We can still find out a lot. That first one without them even talking to Dawn and stuff was interesting, you know? It really was. Like Grandis, I don't know nothing about her, so I never speak on her. So it's interesting to get to know her timeline. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't know her timeline. I don't really know anything about her except for she left town. She left the hill. Okay, y'all, where did she go when she left that hill? Y'all, I know y'all know in chat, and I trust y'all's word. You're welcome, Lady Roro. Like I said, I'm new to all this. I don't cover summer, but I just want to listen to, because Cher, she can get shit out of people. Just like Benny could have got it out of Candace. I agree. She had and still does probably, maybe in my opinion, have the hots for him. No doubt. And I think Ernie O. Dog, I think he did get something out of her, because I'm not going to forget. Y'all remember whenever she said 2 days or 2 weeks or something, and I think O'Skern got something out of her, and like, what are they hiding? I don't know. I haven't watched nothing of him really recently because I know he's a bunch of bullshit. But High Priestess, I don't think he does either. I really don't. I think he was at work that day. He was telling the truth about that, in my opinion. He was at work, and I think it played out the way he said for him. But I think it played out different for Candace, in my opinion. Where's Summer Candace? In my opinion, allegedly, whatever I need to put after that, where's Summer? What happened that day? First to talk, first to walk. Remember that. First to talk, first to walk. Somebody needs to start talking. It's time. It's time. In my opinion. TikTok. Let's carry on with this. This is a new live.
Hey, Angie. Right. So cute. See here. That's a- Yeah, Mr. Cher's here, but he's, well,
Look
not
how
sure
little
yet.
Matthias was.
You guys. Whoa, get down. Come on. Come on, Cher. Oh, okay. Oh my gosh. Okay, he's like going upstairs. Into this church too, because there was a few things that made me want to look into this church, because I started thinking it was kind of weird and getting, well, cultish vibes. Hey, Cotton Candy. Hey, Lonnie. Um, it was like the day before yesterday, the way that Don started talking about already knowing basically that Summer's gone, and he was saying things like, "I'll see you."
Look, I was in these lives and I don't even remember these. I don't. That's crazy. I don't remember this stuff. I don't think I was like much into the case at this point because I don't remember it. And I got a pretty good memory of cases. Sometimes I would just go in shares if it wasn't something I wanted to listen to and show her some love, and all that, and I'd leave. I just don't remember none of this. Like that first one we listened to a while ago, I don't remember none of that. I do now, but I didn't then. But now I want to know, these thoughts and how people think from the beginning, because over time everybody's going to think something different than they did from the very beginning. Maybe you don't know.
At the resurrection and just a bunch of bizarre things. I was like, well, that's weird. And also another case, we haven't seen another case where church has been so involved in going around all of the social media. Yeah, he's a cute dude. He's a good boy. He's like a puppy cat. I don't think he knows he's a cat. Oh, and Mama Kim's gonna be up here too in a little bit. She was at Wally World.
There's the title, Church or Cult, of this live. I will link it. Okay, we're going to carry on.
So when she gets home, she's gonna hop on here because she knows a little bit about the church. Also, Hey, Barbie. Yeah, and cotton candy. There's a bunch of lives going on tonight, so I figured I would just hop on here for a little bit anyway. I want to get a picture. Hey, Lou. Yeah, the Mormon church is definitely a little cultish as well, but this is totally different than the Mormon church. It's a whole, it actually, looking into it, gave me a lot of vibes from Chad Daybell case. They kind of believe in similar ideas, but that the resurrection is coming. It's coming like fairly quickly, and the end of the world is going to happen. Like it's all, a lot of evil is about to happen, and then if you do a little bit of research into this church and their beliefs, and then match it up to what Donald has been saying, it's like super creepy because he's talking about he will see summer again at the resurrection and all of this weird shit. Mr. Shaw does not agree with my thoughts and theories that I have looked into. Okay. And also, okay, so Candace, I believe, called the church. She called Don. Don said, hang up with me and call 911, which they both called 911. And then the next person that they reached out to get over there quickly was the church. That could be.
Okay, now I believe that. I believe he called 911, told her to whatever. Yeah, I believe that. Where's Summer, Candace? What happened? Or what happened? Where's Summer? TikTok.
Be normal or not. But look at how the church is now interjecting themselves. And actually, it was the billboards. When I seen that the church had billboards everywhere, I wanted to look more into the church because I feel like a church that advertises like that, they usually are like the huge money grasping ones, which are more of a cult. You're paying for, like, they have their own studies, you're paying for the books or whatever, and all the classes. And yeah, this church, you guys, is crazy. Oh, Mr. Seth. Hey, Hope.
Okay, High Priestess, I'm just seeing your comment. Maybe Grandis left with the money. What money? Fill me in. Oh, I do believe that they'll catch Candace too. That's what I'm saying. TikTok, it's coming. First to talk, first to walk. Remember that. First one to talk gets the best plea deal or whatever you can get. Trust me. Because after that, a judge probably going to be pissed and you ain't going to get shit. You're going to go jail. I think somebody got her. I do. I think she wandered to the end and somebody got her. You think they got money from her? I don't. I think Grandis went to her camper or whatever it was there, and Candace went in the house and was getting messed up or got messed up and passed out or something. Something happened to where Summer wandered off at the end of the driveway where her scent stopped. And that area is full of fucking predators and offenders and everything else. After seeing all that over these 2.5 years or over 2 years that this baby's been gone, yeah, it's fucking, there's a chance of that. A higher chance than some areas of the country. You know what I mean? It's the area is saturated with offenders and predators, and probably it's hard telling what else is in them fucking hills.
I'm keeping an open mind, but not sure I agree with the title. Just my opinion. All you gotta do, Hope for Peace, is just Google them. Like it's a simple Google search. I've got 2 people I've been talking to today. I did ask them if they would be willing to do an interview for YouTube, and I think one will, and the other one.
It's possible she wandered, High Priestess. I mean, she knew,
okay.
but kids want to test them waters.
Oh my gosh.
You know what I mean?
Okay, he's like, about to jump on me.
If that makes sense. I don't know. I just feel she did, because why did her scent stop at the end of the driveway? Nobody can answer that. Why was her scent stopped at the end of the driveway? It just, I don't know. You never know with the child.
All right. Going upstairs. Okay, so we got Nellie's going to come up here and Tammy Barnes again. They did some research into this church too, because there was a few things that made me want to look into this church, because I started thinking it was kind of weird and getting, well, cultish vibes. Hey, Cotton Candy. Hey, Lonnie. It was like the day before yesterday, the way that Don started talking about already knowing basically that Summer's gone, and he was saying things like, I'll see you at the resurrection, and just a bunch of bizarre things. And I was like, well, that's weird. And also another case, we haven't seen another case where church has been so involved in going around all of the social media. Yeah, he's a cute dude. He's a good boy. He's like a puppy cat. I don't think he knows he's a cat. Oh, and Mama Kim's gonna be up here too in a little bit. It's like super creepy because he's talking about he will see Summer again at the resurrection, and all they would be willing to do an interview for YouTube. And I think one will, and the other one would pass on an interview, but be willing to tell me the story that I can use as an anonymous type thing. So there's that, and they are ex-members of this church, and it's not good. There's actually one that has a lawsuit for sexual abuse, and it's actually a very very public case when you Google her name as well. So yeah, it didn't look good to me today. Hey, Emma. Yeah. Well, I went as far as like actually Googling names and members of the church, but like they have their own healthcare, they have their own TV station, their own news, they're not allowed to listen to like really outside stuff. It reminded me a lot of Scientology. And then the way that they're talking, if you match like how Don's talking and how his church friend did the interview, it does sound a lot like Glory Daybell, talking about the resurrection, end of the earth, or whatever, end of the world, or whatnot, and everything's so negative. Also, Sunday school teacher, he sells like energy drink things, which reminded me a lot about Thrive. Yeah. And like there's no movie theaters or nothing. Like they have all their own, it's like their own little world. It's crazy. Mormon is a cultish because of what they require. I will say the guys I met were very kind. The structure requirements are crazy. Yeah, and same with this religion as well. They have like rules, and they can't like eat meat or beef or something. It's a little bizarre. Yummy. Yummy bar.
Hello. How is everyone?
We are fantastic.
Awesome.
What did you find out today?
Well, I looked the church up, and they have like they also are in charge of schools.
Yes.
So they have their own
little
little
school. Yep.
And one of the schools that the lawsuit was against was in a basement of a church. That's where they taught 1 through the 9th grade.
Yeah.
So didn't he make a comment about the basement?
He did. He said locked up in that basement somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
And what's interesting,
Yep.
well, this church also, there's fundraisers and stuff going on, but this church has their own little thing going on, which we didn't feel comfortable sharing that one because, well, but anyways,
Yeah.
The way that he's talking, like, I almost wonder if in the missing time, okay, so one thing that stood out to me is there was a bunch of keywords that were in bold that would stand out that these people were saying, like, had special meaning. So, warrior, battle, there's a bunch of them. And the lake she went to was Warrior Lake, right? Or Battlefield Lake, something?
There's something about
I think it
warriors.
was Battlefield.
So,
Was it?
yeah. It gave me like very, very bad vibes. They're now saying social media is of the devil and whatever, and don't believe social media and everything that they're twisting, but they're interjecting themselves into this and then continuing. When have we ever saw church or a Sunday school teacher or anything like all over the news doing interviews using social media? And guess what? The church is now out there, and that's how they get members. And I actually went to this church, their actual church website that is behind the wells. They actually have a whole media thing, and they've had a YouTube channel for years that does very good with ads. So I find it interesting that they're interjecting themselves. I mean, I believe more cult issues at hand here than in the Watts case, because this is, and the 3 angels before the resurrection, they keep referring to her as the angel, which I could get that too. But with the research just from all day today, warriors. Hi, Gina. It has to be noted that a lot of focus and the Bible have their wicked ways, and that's just it. But they kind of use like the Bible loosely as a guide, but they have their own beliefs and stuff out of it. So basically, the way I would sum it up is, from my research today, is they're taking everything negative from the Bible and really like this is happening like now, like repent now, only the world is coming now, and there's sacrifice talk and all of that, and it's crazy. And then I found out they had their own school, they have their own health care program, and they have their own TV channels, their own news, and then it said that they can't. It's actually like considered a sin for them to basically look at outside stuff. That's like Scientology. They're not allowed to Google things and do all of that.
And they are a Protestant church.
Yes, here's the thing. Child sex abuse happens a lot in this religion as well. There's multiple lawsuits that's easy to Google and started at the age of 4 for some of these women. And even young boys have come forward. So, and the thing is, going from the Bible, and then Ellen and her husband's friend are all the founders of this religion, who then steered it quickly different. Like, you got even Baptist churches and pastors saying like, this is not a religion, you guys, this is wrong. Like, this is not, this isn't a church. and they're everywhere. There's
Their
one down
church,
the road from us.
yeah, there's like 700,000 people
They're everywhere.
in that
Yeah,
religion.
it's insanity. It's as
And
big
they
as
have,
Scientology, if not bigger.
yeah, and they have their Sabbath, or what they call their church, on Saturdays,
Yes.
not Sundays. But the basement thing, when I read that, I was like, oh my goodness, that's so. I mean, he's just throwing you hints out there, like, you know, the three angels, the basement, resurrection,
Yeah.
and all of that goes with that church.
Yeah. Oh, and on their page today, like just like a couple hours, like maybe 3 hours ago, their newest video is how like social media is like the devil and stuff like that. It's ridiculous. Ridiculous. But
That's even
hey,
worse than the cult that Lori Vello was a part of.
it does remind me a lot of the teachings of Chad Daybell. But these are the
Yeah.
teachings of Ellen White, her husband, and his best friend, Jack, somebody. And yeah, they kind of steered off and just take like everything bad from the Bible and made it into a religion thing, and basically putting fear into
Right.
people. But
Right.
I found a couple pictures too that I was not really impressed with like how some of the men have their hands placed on little young females. It was, I'm not going to share them or nothing, but I didn't like what I saw. It made me uncomfortable.
Well, he's inserting himself into the investigation because he wants to know what's going on.
Yeah, he does.
He's trying to stay close.
He inserted himself, and that is another thing that like really, really stood out to me. And then wanted to, like, it's just ridiculous. And he's like, yeah, I talked to the boys, but then he was like making up things. Oh yeah, I saw the boys swimming at the pool with their sisters. No, you didn't, because they weren't there. There was no room unless there's another vehicle there. So like, I don't know. I'm wondering if it isn't. They know for sure somebody has her. Maybe that's why they pass a lie detector test. Well, then who has her? Is this church involved in some way? Which I like this thinking, because everything that means maybe she's safe in a basement somewhere. I don't know. Because again, if she just wandered off or something, it's somebody that knows her, right?
Yeah, I think somebody that knows her took her, because I think she went with them, you know, thinking, oh, I'm going to go swimming or fishing or whatever. And that's not what happened.
Love you too, Nellie. Thank you.
Love you, Nellie.
That's the other thing. I don't know. So maybe there was an accident. What happened in that time? Did Candace go right home? Maybe not. Did she bring her to the church? Because clearly calling the church was next to calling her husband for Candace, right? So
yeah.
And there's a few other things too that
and then the police.
And then the police. Yes, I mean,
in order. Yeah.
I think, and I also kind of hope like I'm right. Okay, but then I get to all this thinking, and I start doing some research, and I really feel like I'm on the right track, because then I go and take a shower, and the freaking power goes out as I'm like digging into this cult thing, and like, oh my gosh. And I'm like, oh, this is fine. I actually swung the shower curtain open because I thought you come home and you were trying to prank me. I was like, oh, very funny, but then nobody was there. And I'm like, oh, okay. Yeah. And then the shower water turned ice fucking cold in my way. I'm gonna take this as a sign that this church is no good. I actually downloaded a ghost box on my phone. Right. Yeah, I'm just like, oh my gosh.
Shady stuff.
Very, very shady
yeah,
stuff.
I think.
Yeah. And the church person, they're like really trying to take over too. Like they really like take control, and they do a lot of the talking. And I don't like the Robin girl gives me kind of separate wife feel as well.
Yeah. I feel like the church has something to do with it. That's why they've inserted themselves. They want to know what's going on, what the police know and don't know.
And then they say, well, we're not going to back off. Well, we're getting all this hate online, and that's of the devil, but we're not going to back off. We're going to be really loud and proud behind the walls. It's like, wait, what?
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
But then, I
but
mean,
what they don't realize is they're making themselves look guilty.
Yeah, there's a reason why I thought to look into them, because it just didn't feel right. And again, it would be someone that she knows. It's
right. Yeah.
Okay.
And it might not been like, it may not be like the main people of the church. They may have had someone do it for them and bring her to them. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Or she drove her to the church, maybe. Like that's what I think happened in that time, because clearly the church was one of the first people she wanted there for the search and everything, right? So I don't think it's too far off to think that she called Don. Hey, Don, this and this happened. Don was like, bring her to the church. And maybe they all met up there, is what I think. And then they both called 911 or something, because Don was only a mile away from home when he called 911. So I don't know, but there's time missing, and I feel like we will never know until Summer's found either safe or the other. Like, say she is passed, we won't know when she actually passed, or hopefully she is still alive in a basement somewhere, being held in a basement of a church, or I don't know.
And how is she being treated? You know,
it's not the Mormon church stuff. It's a completely different religion. It's not Mormon religion at all.
No, it's.
If you're still here listening, put 69 in the chat, please. Thank you. Carry on.
Just Google them. It's not Mormon religion. Well, Emma, I had the Jehovah's Witnesses in Minnesota. They used to come to my house all the time, and they always send these two women up, but the minivan had like at least 3 men in there, but they would send the women up. And I started doing some investigating. Then they started texting me like right around when the pandemic started, they started going with texting instead of coming to the door. And I would talk to the ladies for a little while because I used to hear like how horrible they'd be treated or whatever. So I would at least engage them for a few minutes so that they wouldn't get in trouble by the guys. And yeah, I then texted the one day and said, so is this a cult? Like I've been doing some studying and I'd be interested in joining, but you know, I've been reading a lot. Is it a cult? And I never heard from them again. Yeah. They never sent me anything else, never talked to me again.
Mm-hmm. So you just nicely ran them off. Oh, there she goes. Oh no, we lost Cher.
I had to go out.
There she is.
Oh yeah, there's a lot of weirdos out there. Hey, Julie. Yeah, that's crazy, Dalen. Nope, it's not Mormon. It's its own thing. If you just Google it, Seth, you'll see. It's you're gonna see it's not good at all. You're gonna be like, yeah, for sure, it's not a church. No, it's not Mormon. It's Seventh.
When I looked it up, it said Protestant, but I think they're a branch of the Protestant church. But they had started out like it had said it started out Catholic, and I'm like, how is that even?
Yes, SDA. Yep. Seventh-day Adventist. Yep, SDA. Hello, Tam. But for my readings, yeah, it didn't start from Mormon. I think that's more the Duggars. Or the Duggars actually SDA as well. That's what Mama Kim was thinking. Which they're okay totally, and the church helped with the Duggars as well, help back and support all the Josh Duggar child molestation and child porn and all that, and molesting his sisters and all that. They're supporting him and backing him also.
Hey, Mr. Butterfly.
Hey, Mystic. Just landed. And I'm going to put the link in here if anyone wants to join. I don't know, or even just different thoughts or opinions on this, because I just decided to go down this rabbit hole today, and I was like, holy cow. All right, there's the link if anyone wants. Yeah, it's definitely a cult. Definitely.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah.
I mean, even with their own schools and shit, like it reminded me like when I would go visit military bases and they have like their own shopping place, their own hotels, like, have, like their own whole world, you know? That's what these churches are.
Yep.
Hey, Harley. Yes, the Church of Latter-day Saints is Mormon, yes. Thank you. Yes, totally different. Yes, Dalen, and I believe that used to be like a kind of like, I want to say like a sister religion or whatever church to the SDA.
I just looked them up, and they're like, there's in 1 hour from here, hour away from where I live.
Yes, I look at that prayer circle thing that happened a little differently now. Yes. Now, I went back on the calendar to see if June 15th was a special day at all on their calendar, because they have this special year calendar and their own special dates and what they are or whatever. And I can't remember, they had one on June 15th in 2019, so I couldn't tell if it was something celebrated every year or not. But just this past June 15th, there was nothing on that calendar, but there was something the day before and the day after.
Hey, Dr. Phil.
Hey, Dr. Phil. No,
the day before shoot.
I'm not going to argue about it either, stuff, because it's on. You can fucking Google it. It's totally different. All right, there's a link for anyone who's here. Can you imagine one of those bug-eyed men come up to Summer and grab her? Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, Chers. Hey, Brooke. Y'all are all cults. Period. The Lord is the great steward upon which all life is supported, a great mantle upon which we take for all churches are compromised. Hey.
Here, you don't have to Google search. Click that.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah.
Thank you. There we go. Okay.
Yeah, Protestant Christian denomination.
Mm-hmm.
Not so basic, but okay, now I want Kool-Aid.
Yeah, Nelly, if they do another comment like that, then yeah. Because it's a little weird. Yeah, don't drink the Kool-Aid for sure. Oh, like, why did they interject themselves into this?
Because they're guilty. Oh, did I say that?
But guilty of what? Possibly like helping hide them? Are they going to pretend like some miracle? Or like, I don't know. I sent messages to both you and Robin to ask for help in that Riker Beale case out of Illinois. Robin, the Sunday school teacher? Okay, so the missing aunt, Summer's aunt, Rose Bly, there's also where she was living and where her car was found. There's a couple locations of this church. Now, I don't know if she was a member in that church. I still need to dig into that and do some research, see if we can find out where's the family maybe involved in this religion or whatnot. I don't know, but they have locations where Rose was, and actually in the same area, Polk County, where her car was found.
Keep our away eyes.
Well, didn't the sister accuse Dawn of sexual assault abuse?
Not this is Candace's sister that's missing that I'm talking about, but Dawn's sister did, yes, and somebody else too. Yeah, they did. Hey, far away. Hey guys, come up
Which,
here.
if they're a member of that church, they think it's okay, I guess.
Yeah, and so I'm just not sure because again, I think it's weird the odds two missing people in the same family. But let's say Dawn and Candace like don't really know. That's why they would pass the lie detector test. And Summer knows people from church, right? She would trust them,
right?
But at the same time, like you say about Chris Watts, he's too hung. You know, he knew either way. He knew his family was dead, and he was very hung. I feel the same about Dawn and Candace.
There's a huge difference in how Chris is acting and how Dawn and Candace are acting now.
The dogs jumped Summer. No, I don't believe that.
Yep.
Yes,
so true. I definitely can't bash this religion, considering I'm Catholic, and God knows there's plenty of Father Bad Touches out there.
Right, and the Catholics and this religion like are apparently they like hate each other and their beliefs.
Which makes no sense.
It's like hate everybody else.
Hey, Julie Wally.
How is the new kitty?
Oh, he is good.
Yep.
We'll go find him. Where did he go? Whoa!
That's my bird. That's my bird. I don't know if you can hear him.
Oh, I can't. Boy. You're supposed to be working. Yeah, he's been here for a week tomorrow. He's getting
already
more
owns
and
the
more comfortable. Yeah. I said he's the king of the castle, and Mr. Cher says, I'm the king of the castle, he's the prince.
Yeah,
oh, you like belly rubs. Huh. You like belly rubs.
Matthias is like, just let him keep thinking that.
Yeah. That's his buddy. Huh. You love Dad, huh?
Well, Seth, when I looked it up, it said Protestant Christian, so I don't know how they could be Mormon, but maybe you're right. I'm not sure.
Maybe they started Mormon at one point, but yeah, Seth, seriously, we're not going to keep arguing it either. So
even the one that the article you sent me on the lady that was has a.
See, I thought Mormons went to Seventh-day Adventist churches too. I thought that as well. I don't even like Seth. Me and him got into it, and yeah, but they got something Mormon to do with them. I can't remember. I believe he's right. They're Mormon too, not just normal people or whatever.
Lawsuit, it says Protestant in it also. And I wonder if anybody else is going to go missing from that family.
Yeah. Okay.
Because
that's we got to do more digging and see if we can tie like the
Grandis got gone.
Disappearance.
Right.
Good night, Daylin. Why are all those three brothers still in that household? I don't know. I mean,
oh wow, they hadn't even
well,
lost the
after
boys
all this,
yet.
their eyes should be open to what kind of lifestyle they have. Maybe they'll place them in a home or something, because they don't need to be in all of that.
I mean, I don't know. We still got to do a lot more digging, but this is just like everything I saw today. I was like, whoa, I didn't see anyone talking about it, but the churches all mingled themselves into this quite a bit now because they did more interviews yesterday. So, and now, not only that, Robin, the Sunday school teacher, has been reaching out to YouTubers, by the way, wanting to talk. And he was like, no, I'm not going to talk to her. But yeah, there's proof that this church has been reaching out to YouTubers wanting to talk with them. And the one channel that they reach out to is like under 3,000 subscribers. So it's not like it's huge channels. They're just going to, I think, anyone that's on social media talking and wanting to do interviews and talk. And it's weird. And they have like 500-something thousand followers on their page. And I was looking today, I've seen all of the new comments and everything. So they are getting, well, it's 2021. Like, cults are going to be advertising on social media. They just do. Scientology does as well. So
yeah. I was just going to say free advertisement.
Yeah. And getting involved in a case like that. Yeah. You got to pay for I was going to look into the jobs too, since they have like their own healthcare and all of this. I was wondering then, do they also do their own employment? Because I think Candace works with Don, does drywall or painting or something. I've seen pictures where they're both full of it. So I don't know if, do they even have their own jobs that they're hiring out or whatnot?
Yeah, and how do they pay them? Where's the church get the money to pay them?
Well, if they have their own schools and their own healthcare and stuff like that, I'm guessing they have their own, private. I don't even know. It's weird.
Mm-hmm.
Marching in the streets with a banner.
What?
That's awesome. Good night, Seth.
Mm. Mm. Does it say find summer, or are they trying to tell you you're going to hell?
Right, because that's what they like to say. They like to scare people.
Mhm.
And you're going to hell.
Mhm.
The second coming is here. And, yeah, like, and they make it sound scary.
And Robin is the teacher at,
Sunday
I mean,
school
is
teacher.
she a Sunday school teacher? Yeah.
And yeah, like when in any other case, you know what, people went to church. So when in other cases have you seen the churches like mingle themselves into the mess like this? You don't.
Right. They just want to know what the cops are doing, what the cops know, how much they know. And they want to keep an eye on Candace and Don too, probably, so they don't go, and if they know something, they don't go tell it.
Well, it seems like now every time that there's been a journalist or anyone there with cameras, there's somebody there from the church, whether it be Robin or somebody else, at least one or two other people are there from the church with them every single time they're doing an interview.
See, this was very early on. This is before the boys even got took out of the Wales home. They still had the boys at this point of this live Chers doing. And yeah, there's something about Mormons, Kesha. You're right. Yeah, I agree with you. I don't know. Sarah probably didn't know the extent of this church. I don't like talking religion, but yeah, I kind of agree. This is Mormon shit. Nothing against Mormons, but pardon my French.
Every time.
Yeah, they don't want them to open their mouth and say anything, so they're there to intimidate them, I think.
I kind of feel like that too, which is, I guess maybe I'd rather think that than the parents are guilty of doing something bad to their daughter. But either way, I think there was still something not right. The little girl was 5, about to start school, but was she about to go to the? Like, I
Right.
don't know.
Was she gonna go to their church, their schools, or was she gonna go to a regular school?
I think the boys are going to one of the SDA schools. I looked to see was there one in their area, and there is. And it looks like there was actually a few of them. I want to say like 3 to 5 of them in the area. So I'm going to guess that they probably go to one of those schools.
Yeah. Harry Grace, your brother, is a pastor for the Seventh-day Advent Church.
Oh wow!
You want to come up here and tell us a little bit about it?
Yeah. I'm sorry to say, but I feel like it's a cult in the most respectful way.
Right. Yeah. Yeah, Jesus, take the wheels. You're right.
Take all of the wheels.
All of the wheels.
Even the pencils.
Right. What do you say?
Jesus hit the internet.
Oh, yeah, right. It's just weird how there's been absolutely no kind of clues whatsoever. I mean, nothing.
Yeah.
Amen, Tammy. And 2.5 years later, and there's still nothing. It's like, this don't happen. Like, somebody's not this good at a really horrible crime. That's why I don't think Candace could pull off something really, really, really fucking like selling her. I don't know. I don't think nothing like that. I don't know what to think. She's definitely hiding this shit. She's not telling the whole story of what happened that day. I don't know which way, but yeah.
Oops. No, it's not the real Dr. Phil. Come on.
You what?
Is it the real Dr. Phil?
Yeah.
Catch me outside. What is that? David Dotson. Yeah.
Huh?
Harry Grace, so you didn't come up here. Tell us about that. There's one out over here. I'm going to take this. Take me to it. Yeah, me too. Rose. Hang on. I'm going to keep digging into this because
Yes.
I find it very interesting. We got to see.
Well, I guess that's another.
Hold on. The boys said that they talked to. Well, the pastor said he's the only one who's talked to the boys, but then Don said they talked to specialists and stuff because they don't have the right to talk to the boys. So it made me feel like they denied their minor children talking, and they actually have the rights to do that. They can say their minor children don't have to talk to the TBI.
Yeah. Uh-oh. We lost her again.
There we go.
She'll be back. There she is.
Keeps happening.
You keep disappearing.
Yeah, because my phone is like boiling hot. I don't know if it seems to be when I run StreamYards, but I don't know why it would do that.
I guess we need to keep an eye on every time they do a interview if one of the church members are there. Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna see. I just started digging in and talking to these people today, but it sounded like one of them would do an interview, so that would be very interesting. And she said she's an ex-member, and the little bit that she told me, I found to be scary and wrong, and it sounds like it's pretty common. So, and the one I wish or I hope that they'll talk, but I get if she doesn't want to, if she's afraid because she's involved in a lawsuit. So,
yeah, I can see that.
Yeah, I get it. And I don't want to be pushy or anything, but it's interesting. And I mean, the TBI or whatever the detective said, everybody is a suspect right now. So to me, that means even anyone that is self-interjecting into the case, like the church has been, to me, you are a suspect right now. And that's just how I feel. Welcome, Faraway Eyes. Welcome to the crazy
And they need
train.
to, I mean, not that looking for red trucks is fair, but at one point they said a red truck. So maybe they should kind of look into, I don't know, that'd be a lot of looking into though, wouldn't it? A lot of red trucks.
Yeah, but I still don't know where did that come from? Did the police really see that?
Yeah, I
the
don't
police
either.
were saying, watch for this because that's what Don told the police. They really haven't said much other than everybody right now is a suspect.
Yeah, I think if they really thought that red truck was involved, they would have put it out.
Yeah.
To be on the lookout for.
Yeah, Bolo for it. Yeah.
Call police.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Because they haven't even mentioned it, not really, have they?
No, he's gone from somebody took her to Mexico, someone took her into the woods to now they know she's not in the woods to she definitely was
she's in the
by,
basement.
Oh, it must have been Hunter and Allie. Why are they turning on us all of a sudden? Oh, she's walking in a basement somewhere and can't get outside. She loved. He is pointed in anything but it being the family. Don't look here. It's not here.
I would never say that. I think it was my wife.
But I'm just saying, you can't even stick to one theory though. You've thrown so much
he's all over the place.
Hoping one of them will stick.
Yeah.
And
the only thing he's been
Mama.
The only thing he's been hey Mama. He's been consistent with is that he doesn't believe she's alive anymore.
Yeah. Hey Mama, what you thinking? You sound like a chipmunk right now.
You do.
Okay.
Oh. Nelly.
Hello.
Hello, Nelly.
Finally made it home, guys.
Oh my gosh, we're all up here at the same time.
I know, finally. We're all able to get together. Hello, Mama Kim.
Yeah, that's so weird. Mama Kim, I don't know if you can hear us, but you sound
Mama
like
Kim, you sound like
fast-forwarding.
Gina's on speed.
Yeah. You remember
It
when
sounds
you
like
fast
Gina's on
forwarded
speed,
tapes,
big time.
when we had tapes?
Mhm.
Hop out and come back.
He was
in,
fast
girlfriend.
forwarded to get to your favorite part.
Yeah, that's what it sounds like.
Yeah.
Sounds like we're fast forwarding Mama Kim.
Well, she's trying to catch up.
52 minutes in. Come on, Mama.
She's trying to get it all in just under an hour.
She dropped out.
She's gonna come back in.
Hi, Julie.
Nope, we're gonna try again.
Oh, well.
Crickets. Oh, and now we're gone. Bless her heart.
Technical difficulties.
Please try again.
I don't know. Cher, did you send some heebie-jeebies through with all your stuff that went on today?
Yeah, she cursed everybody.
God, that was freaky. When she sent that video, I was like, oh no.
Mm-hmm. I know. I know.
No.
I'm like, don't make me come up there with my sage.
Right? I'm gonna start praying now.
Right. Well, I guess Mama's not gonna be able to come back.
Maybe it'll work now.
There she is.
Oh my goodness, can you hear me?
There you go. Yes.
Oh my God, you would think with all this bank I'm making these videos, man, I have some good equipment.
Yay!
Right? Yeah.
Hey, Mama.
Hey, ladies, everybody being good tonight?
Yeah, of course we are.
We're
Good,
trying.
good. I didn't want to have to bring no switch.
Just
in
no
here.
fun.
Man, I'm sorry I'm late. I was really looking forward to hearing what you had to say, little lady.
Mama, thanks for helping us get our baby.
Aw. Is it Siamese? Because that looks Siamese to
I
me.
swear he's part Siamese.
Yeah. Absolutely. Absolutely.
Chinese.
Yeah. So yeah, I was wanting to hear what you had to
He's
say.
cheap.
What did you dig up? I know I don't want you to backtrack a whole lot, but just a little bit.
Okay, so this establishment, I don't know what you call it because I don't want to call it a religion. This establishment literally has its own healthcare, its own TV channels and news that people have to watch, its own set of rules, even what you eat, and its own schools.
Hey, Julie W.
what else? Like,
Yeah, because I don't know a lot about this case, so I can't give a lot of intake into it. But I do have to say that the whole church and the Pied Piper dude, I don't know, all that kind of was weird.
yeah, the special flute,
Yeah,
for summer.
yeah. I mean, all that kind of was awkward, as
Yeah.
well as so many videos of the little girl in church. Who made the videos? I mean, has that been clarified? Was it her family or someone else?
No, okay, so they do record in the church and they post that. They post it.
Yeah, I mean, I
Tammy.
get that. A lot of church do that, but just one little girl all the time, I found that kind of odd.
Yeah. So
I bake cake.
they all call her like Angel Bake Cake. Heyo.
Hey, let me tell everybody hello. Hello, Bake Cake. Hello, everyone. It's good to see everybody tonight. Glad to see y'all here. But
We're glad you're here, Mama.
Thank you. Glad to be here. The Pied Piper dude has really got my head in a spin.
Yeah.
I mean, really, he kind of does. See, I don't know much about that religion. I really don't. I was
I'm just finding out today. So there's still, I mean, I started Googling members' names, rest records, and all that. So I'm going to do a much better show with some notes on it, because tonight I was just like, wow, I was like down this rabbit hole, and I haven't heard anyone else discuss the establishment that's behind the wells. And I find it interesting the way Don's talking, the way that this religion and the teachings are with the resurrection, and how he's like, I'm going to see my angel Summer again at the resurrection. There's evil in this world, and so I'll just see my baby again at the resurrection. Okay, but then this church's teachings is the resurrection's coming soon, and you better have the 3 angels before the resurrection and the end of the world, and everything's evil. All the outside stuff other than this teaching is from the devil and evil.
That sounds very much like Mormon religion. I mean, just saying. I've dealt with some Mormons before, and I personally can't deal with them. And I don't want to hurt any. I don't want to be rude, but I'm just speaking the way I feel.
I feel like it's a mix of a lot of different religions: Scientology, Mormonism.
But it's listed as Protestant.
Yeah.
Yeah, my daughter's in-laws was tied up in that kind of stuff, and it was like, I don't know, it's like they were living this different. That's the only nice word I can say about it. Lifestyle while they're alive, so they can be rewarded when they die. And I'm thinking, okay, God gives you a life to live here. Well, and He, I want this TV. Well, God gave man the ability to know how to make that TV. So. Exactly. I mean, there's contradictory all over it. They'll even sit and they'll use their iPads and they'll use their phones, but they won't use a TV because the TV, for whatever reason, they can't control what comes on it. Are you kidding me? I can control my remote a hell of a lot better than I can an ad popping up on Facebook.
Yep.
So,
well, yeah, because you can control what channels you get because you buy them.
Right. I mean, you can put it on a church channel all day long, and even the commercials is going to be church stuff. So.
Well, I get in trouble for showing people one of their church videos. It's a public thing that's supposed to be shared.
I shared a part of a church video in that last. That's the only thing
People are sharing that stuff all over, so I don't see why you would get in trouble.
Hey, Claire. Yeah, bro.
They're going to see much more on their phones and iPads of worldly things than they would if they just watch TV.
Maybe if I send you a link, will you show it for me? I love you. Thank you.
She always says that to him. Baby, if I send you a link, will you put it up? She always says it so simply and quietly.
Okay, you guys talk
like he's going to say no.
I know, right?
He said no before. If he's too tired, he'll say no, and I'll be like, okay, I love you anyway.
Y'all are cute.
Bake cake, I really don't know, honey. I was sent, like, at one point, it was like, I got 15 or 20 screenshots from different people. Boom, boom, boom. And I'm like, what the hell is this? And so I read it, and I was just getting slagged on for getting paid by Ronnie Watts. And what? Like, I wish the hell I was getting paid, but that ain't the case, So I was like, I went over there, I'm like, look, I ain't getting paid a cent.
Where do these people get this information from?
Like, okay, I ain't making nothing. I haven't even talked, I've not even answered the phone. People calling me, I'm done with it. I'm going to make a video. I'm pretty transparent. I'm going to show my $3 a day that YouTube pays me, It's just ridiculous how they think we're over here making bank when my mic's falling off the boom bar, It's ridiculous.
Yeah, but I don't know why they think that.
Yeah, I saw that too, that I'm on the Watts payroll, and that is not true. And yeah, I think that's hilarious. Anyway, no, I'm not.
Yeah, it was me and you. Yeah. It was in the screenshot I got. Kim and Chers getting paid by Ronnie. For what? What? For what?
Right? Yeah.
Like, it ain't like I'm sitting out here running around with binoculars trying to check out people. Why the hell would they be paying me?
They don't pay me. They are. I haven't gotten the checks yet. I'm texting Ronnie.
Yeah, Ronnie, I know to just say, hey, I ain't paying them. It's ridiculous. Completely. Hell, Ronnie and Cindy's everywhere right now. Or Cindy, not Ronnie.
Yeah, I don't like it. I don't like it.
Yeah.
I don't think Jamie likes it either, but anyway.
Well, I mean, I just ain't dealing with it more.
Yeah.
Was she on Kim and Crafton's show last night?
Yeah.
Was that really Cindy?
Yeah.
That's why I went over there, actually. I was like, that's where I was at when I started getting all those screenshots. The stuff that was being said about me was in a different live, and I just ran over that and said my piece and left. But I was in Kim and Crafton's because I was told Cindy was over there, and they said, is this really Cindy?
Hey, everybody coming in. I'm going to stop it a second there. We're just listening to some of Cher's very first live she done on summer. Sonia. Hey, Jude. Hey, Jude. Hey, Jude. It's kind of a tongue twister. How are y'all? Yeah, we're just listening to some in the very beginning, the beginning. This is when the well still had the boys in the home. The boys hadn't got taken yet. Okay, so we're going to continue. This is the second live.
I'm like, hell, I don't know. So I went over there, and I was kind of just observing. I wasn't really saying anything, and I seen a name come up to Cindy. Cindy said something, and so, oh God, gotta echo. But I kept listening, and then I was like, yep, that's because I've heard her say so it's definitely her.
Yes, that's what people are saying about Mama Cam and Cher.
God, there we go.
Jesus was a human person. He had a family, parents, grandparents, so on and so forth. But is that a significant fact about him? As it turns out, yes. His lineage is actually very important. So much so that the authors of the Gospels drew specific attention to that. This video will explore why.
We often hear about Jesus' divine nature, his unconditional love, his sacrifice for our sins, his ability to perform miracles of healing. But what do we know about his human roots? In the New Testament, Matthew chapter 1 and Luke chapter 3 give us the genealogy of his earthly family and clues to Jesus' character. If we compare the genealogies, though, it seems like they conflict. Why would Matthew and Luke include two different genealogies? Why include genealogies at all? To understand why, we need to take a look at the individual contexts of Matthew and Luke. Matthew's audience was Jewish. They were familiar with all the Old Testament stories, their heritage. The line of Joseph, Jesus' earthly father figure, is full of royalty and important patriarchs and matriarchs of Israel. By starting with Abraham and ending with Jesus, Matthew proves Jesus' right to rule from David on a larger scale, and the esteems that neither ends like many feel through of love.
Go to there.
That become a part of our family.
Me too, Cooter. That was not the right one. We'll try one more. Otherwise, I don't know. Just go to
Sorry, I didn't want to watch.
I was gonna say, well, that was interesting.
It's so weird, right?
Yep.
Right?
Yeah.
I don't know what to say.
They have like their own movies. If you check out the YouTube channel, it is creepy AF. Like it's weird, and it's just like Scientology, how they have their own. Yeah, they don't even have movie theaters. They don't believe in going to movie theaters and watching movies. The churches have their own like theaters. They do their own commercials. Everything. That's another thing that was a red flag to me was Robin, the Sunday school teacher, was super excited about this Easter commercial that they had shot, and I was like, "That's weird. This little rinky-dink church is filming commercials, And then
Yeah. Uh-oh. Must have found another one.
yeah, let's just get weird with it. Yeah, cool.
Yeah, that's what I heard, Baked Cake. I was kind of shocked, really, but it's like, whatever,
In the book of Genesis, there's a famous story about Adam, Eve, a snake, and two trees. And this story has a lot to say to us about morality, human nature, and the incredible power and consequence of human choices. So how should we define good and evil? Let's find out.
We live between the trees. From the very beginning, there were two trees that dictated the course of human history, the tree of life and the tree of knowledge of good and evil.
I think God wanted to create a relationship with Adam and Eve, or just with humans. Of course, he knew what was going to happen, but I think he wanted to give them a chance to choose.
A lot of people may think that it was like a test to test certain people, but I think part of God's character and him showing us how he loves is giving us the option of free will.
Yeah, it was kind of to establish a barrier of truth and trust between God and the two humans, the first humans. Ultimately giving us that choice to choose to be for him instead of choosing the other road, which is not being with him.
God gave us the trees as a choice to choose or not choose. He placed the tree and told Adam and Eve not to eat from it. Adam and Eve failed in that they thought they could attain the knowledge of God. They decided to judge what was evil and what was good for themselves. And what's wrong with that? We decided to be our own judge, but we change. As humans, everything about us changes, from our opinions, our beliefs, our bodies, and our hairstyles. With our ever-changing selves, our ideas of good and evil will also change. What we once thought was good might be evil, and vice versa. When we are always changing, how can we really know good from evil? We need someone who to change. Someone who is constant. We must reconnect to what we want. That God cannot absence of the evil not want us. He didn't want us. He wants us to choose.
Pretty. That's what we're saying, Bill. We were having great stuff.
It's definitely different.
Yeah. No church I ever went to had weird shit like that.
No.
No.
Nope. We just over here in the old Southern Baptist religion over here. We wear our shorts and drink our tea and watch stuff on TV and say some bad words, and we still okay.
Amen.
Yeah, it gave me vibes of Lori Daybell for sure. It definitely had me thinking of that, the whole doomsday, end of the world, and
SDA reminds you of Jehovah Witness. It reminds me of a lot, actually. It reminds me of Mormons. It does. They said something about Jewish. I didn't never think about that, but there probably is a lot of Jewish out there. I know there's a lot of Mormons, and I don't know how they're connected to the SDA, but they are. I think, aren't they? Cher says no in this, but this was forever ago, 2 years ago. I'm gonna stop it right there. This is the end of it. They don't really talk about nothing after that, and we will get us another one. Just a second here. Look, I was sitting here talking to y'all and I was fucking muted. Talking about this next live we're gonna watch is a fundraiser that Cher done for summer. I don't know what they done here. I think this might been, I don't know. We're gonna watch some of it. Let's see what they do. I was fucking muted, y'all. What the fuck? That sucks.
Hey, Brooke. Here we got Cooter Brown. He's gonna shave his penny. A special reading, so when she gets on here tonight.
I don't hear.
Why did I do that? Hey, lovers. We're gonna get set up on the computer in a little bit. We've got some guests coming on here. We got Cooter Brown. He's gonna shave his beard off. We can raise 1K again tonight. I told him he can shave it off if he wants to at any point. But and then we got Miss TV. She's gonna be on here and doing I asked her to do a reading, a special reading. So when she gets on here, she'll do that. Tammy, did I send you the link? Hold on, give me a minute. I forgot to send the link, I think, in the chat. But and then she'll do a couple readings for y'all for a small donation that will go towards it's all going towards the fundraiser for summer. So Cooter. Yeah, we were having a little also, so that's okay. Hi, Michelle. Hey, Hippie Soul. Let me get the link here for my girls in here. One second, guys. Sorry. Okay, there we go. Hey, Hippie Soul. Hey, Lisa. Misha. Good to see you. All right, we're still getting set up on the computer and stuff.
Okay, she said the name Lisa. I know it's probably not the same Lisa, but y'all know that Lisa K. I can't say her last name, starts with R. Roots or Rutez or I don't want to say her. I just call her Lisa K. Lisa, if you're here, no offense. I don't know nothing about you, but I think the world of her. I don't know. I've been watching her and stuff, and I had never before, but she's interesting when it comes to Rose. I think she knows what she's talking about. I like her. I can listen to her. She's got that voice. Are you here, Lisa? She comes over sometimes.
Hey, Deanna. Hello. So what did we raise last time? $1,200. Busy as usual. Yeah. Awesome, love brains. Yeah, we'll be on. We're just getting started here. He's still setting up the computer and everything, so hop on over whenever. I know there's a few other streams going on, but and it's Tanya Hagen's birthday, you guys. If any of you are on her Facebook, you should make her wish her a happy birthday. A happy birthday. She's 21 again. Hey, Ginger. Tammy, I sent the link if you want in chat. Nelly and you. Or in our private chat, I mean.
Hello, Mathis.
Relate.
Okay.
Here.
Well, they're just assuming
some
that
type of
that's
issue.
what you're doing. They don't.
Yeah. What was that, Cooter?
It's always some type of drama or issues.
Yeah. Yeah, I
Yes,
said, I
you're
mean,
right.
all we can really do is just ignore it because they're gonna look stupid, you know. So
Yeah.
I guess that's all we can do. And yeah, and then after when they're proven wrong, I mean, they'll just find something else to bully about. So it's okay.
Yeah, and I don't
Me
care
too,
what they say.
Ginger.
So.
So I believe they're searching till dark, which I don't know if it's dark yet there in Tennessee, but today that special
In
that one search
Tennessee?
group, yeah, they were searching till morning till dark yesterday and morning till dark today. So
Should be close.
It's probably pretty close to dark.
yeah, thanks, Ginger. Hello, Monica.
You're
We're
right,
still
soul
getting set up
searching.
over
They
here,
are.
guys. I'm
Haters are
sorry.
going to hate. That's how they are.
Dalen, hello. How do you guys feel
Dalen?
about tarot cards and
I'm not opposed to them. We're not
I
against
read
them.
tarot myself.
Yeah.
I read.
Then do you
I
know
read
Tammy?
tarot,
Then
so yeah.
I forget that you do that. I don't know why, because I know we've talked about it a few times, but I forget that you do that. Hello, Seth.
Yeah, that's okay.
It's dark. I live an hour away. Well, I sure hope that they maybe got something. I don't know. Maybe they wouldn't tell public right away. I'm assuming they wouldn't tell public right away, but
Well, something's gonna be close if they're
Yeah.
taking the kids unless the conditions were really horrible. They're trying to get some more information or something.
Mhm.
So I think they know how an
Yeah.
idea and direction they're going. It's just
yeah.
need more time than that. And I'm sure with forensics and whatever tests, that stuff should be coming back now about after a month, whatever they took.
They probably
think,
have found stuff they just can't say.
That's what I'm thinking too. There's just a little part of me that is kind of hopeful. Maybe she's alive. Like knowing that CPS was supposed to be there that day. It's possible because I'm still going with that there was sexual abuse going on, and some will think I'm wrong for just like saying that, but I lived that and I feel like I know the signs fairly well.
Yeah,
And
no, it's definitely true. I have my half sister. She was sexually abused too, and it messed her up, and she's still messed up. So it's very real.
yeah, and some people will be like, no, I don't believe that because look how social she was. But like me, I was called a social butterfly, but I was being abused most of my life, you know? So things don't, it's not always that a child is going to be very quiet and reserved if they're getting hurt. Sometimes they go completely opposite and they're so social and, you know, they're overly social, I would say sometimes. The way she was like hanging on Robin and stuff like that, you know, craving the attention.
Well,
yeah.
Cher, doesn't a judge have to request that CPS? Don't they have to have a request from a judge or permission from a judge to remove a child?
No, CPS is
can't
its
just come
own
in and do it, can they?
organization. No, they're their
Okay.
own organization. It's very, very, a lot of them call CPS like legal kidnappers and child traffickers, like obviously not sex traffickers, but it is looked at as like legal kidnapping in a way. If anyone does a little bit of research into it, no, and that's how they're able to run away from state to state when they know. That's why sometimes they have to call the police. Oh, is that what I got? Sorry guys, 1 second. 478-167.
I wasn't sure if it was, you know, something that had to be an order written by a judge for them to be removed, or they had the authority to do it without that permission from a judge. I was not sure how that worked.
It may vary from different states or parts of the world how it works, but no, they are their own organization. Sometimes they can get like emergency court orders, but a lot of times no, they will go in and then it's up to the parents to make the court dates or whatever. But basically, anyone can make a CPS report, and then they have to, once anyone, like when these YouTubers are doing this and thinking it's funny and it's a way to haha F you, you're doing nothing but harming the children. Just so you know, like you're actually harming the family. But what does that do if you're calling CPS? I don't know if they deserve to be taken away, but a lot of people that have been around them, like the guy doing the interview, he may be a mandate reporter. It may be a part of his job where if he sees something wrong, he could lose his job if he doesn't report it. in Minnesota, I'm a mandated reporter because I work for people with disabilities. So if I saw someone getting abused, I could have potentially lost my job because I didn't report it. Like all of the people that have been around them,
Right.
I don't know. I've seen the videos where how could you have the kids taken away? Well, you also see that there's people showing up at their property for all we know. The kids had maybe got taken away for their own protection. We don't know because I've heard that there was people showing up and going onto the property there of the Welleses and everything. So the kids are kind of in danger at this point from crazies all over the internet.
Hello, Mr.
Yeah,
Chair.
there was a case in Orlando where a husband and wife, they used to be CPS intakers or whatever, and they got busted for selling drugs out of the house, and how the house was looked was very inappropriate. I think it was in Orlando.
Okay.
Okay, aren't they very understaffed too and underfunded? A lot of the CPS?
Yes, they usually don't really go for older kids. I mean, it's known that they try to. Okay, so I have this one friend. She got in a very bad relationship. There was domestic issues where the police got involved because he was beating her, but he also got her hooked on doing hard drugs, very hard drugs. And she had asked her sisters to take care of her kids while she went to rehab. And while she was in rehab, the sister decided that she couldn't handle watching the kids and called CPS. They adopted her children out while she was in rehab, bettering herself.
Wow. I'm still baffled too by the Orson West case, and still trying to understand how those two little boys were taken away from their biological mom.
Mm-hmm. They're very corrupt system, child. I mean, sometimes they do good, but there's a lot of times they don't do good. It's a legal way of kidnapping and adopting out children. They usually take kids that are 5 and under and then adopt them out because there's a lot of money in that.
Yeah. Was it the trials of Gabriel Fernandez on Netflix? Have you guys watched that?
No.
Oh, yeah, I highly recommend it. CPS failed a little boy horrible there when this one little boy should be taken out. But it's a really good docuseries on what happened to this poor little boy when he passed away, and the trial was going on for the biological mom.
That's what it says.
They're pretty shady.
So they can immediately take them.
Yep. That's why sometimes they have to call the police, and the police will ask to see papers. But if you go on, there's a bunch of people on YouTube that the CPS will be showing up to take their kids, and they'll actually tell them, like, get off my property now, or I'm calling the police. The police will show up, and they don't end up taking the kids. Like, a lot of people don't understand the rights. If CPS shows up at your door, you do not have to allow them in, not without court order, because a lot of times, like you said, 9 times out of 10, they don't have the orders. You can force them to go get a court order before they're even allowed in your house. There's a lot of videos of people like telling them, like, get the hell off my property, and they have to leave. But yeah, they are their own, I don't know what you call it, program, system,
entity,
establishment. Yeah, very, very corrupt in my opinion. But like I said, sometimes I do good, but a lot of times I've just heard too many bad stories and seen some horrible things with my own friends that I just don't really trust it.
There's another YouTube channel that's been following the Orson West case. Shoot, I can't think of her name at the moment, but she's done a lot of research into the CPS in California and how corrupt the system is, and how it's almost like a moneymaker for them, just about how people adopting and stuff and that can make money. And then whatever they get from the state, maintaining those kids and all, I've heard a lot of horror stories out of California, but I really don't know a whole lot as far as CPS in California. I hear it's pretty horrible. I think the YouTuber's name's like Bradshaw or something. It's a Hispanic lady. I don't know if that sounds familiar to any of the listeners or not. That covers the Orson West case. She's again done some study and research and has some legal paperwork on California CPS and the corruption there. What do you guys, do you think there's going to be some upcoming news after Echo Search and searching today?
I was so hoping. For the last 2 nights dreamt that I've been helping search for her, and I've been like anxious all weekend, just like watching everything I can, just waiting, because I was really hopeful, because everybody else was with this group, that I didn't really know too much about this ECU search group, but everyone seemed to really like speak very highly of them, so I wasn't too sure, but I was very hopeful. But I think we maybe heard some things in interviews and stuff that could give us a little more signs. Like, there is a lot of talk about possibly she was sold, like I was saying before. If she knew CPS was coming, it's possible it's possible she got hurt or something if it wasn't an accident, because again, she could talk, right? Maybe the boys weren't being abused, but she could talk, and being a little girl. And I'm sorry, but the record from his own female family, I mean, it doesn't look good. I see red flags as well. So it's either that, or they have her hiding, again, for what I don't think would be good reasons, because she's the girl and they're trying to outsmart CPS, or I don't know. I mean, unfortunately, I'm in the boat that she's gone, but they keep talking statistics, and that's why I feel that way. But I have a little bit of hope with how they talk that maybe she is being held somewhere.
Yeah, it's interesting how he says a lot of past tense stuff. And do you guys still kind of lean towards maybe church member might know what happened to little poor Summer?
That's how I feel. I feel that way.
Let's see, there's Robin. What's the guy's name again that took on the boys' putt? Is it Don or not Don?
David?
Yeah, David. Supposedly for those guys being there, but you think the cops would keep a very close eye on him, or want to, if they okay for him to take the boys in that situation?
You would think. Yeah, you would think.
I've caught the church people in some lies. So
that's definitely true. It's that's listening to I can't remember, it was on Netflix, and talking about like cults and different stuff, and that's where I heard about the Seventh-day Adventist Church and David Koresh, and how he was a break off from them, and Waco, Texas, and everything happened there. So there seems to be a lot of patterns and stuff as far as like cults and what happened. I mean,
even reading what Don writes and the words coming out of his mouth, like I'll see Summer again at the resurrection and the commandment keepers.
Yeah,
the
that's
way
just
he's
weird.
talking is it's very weird. And actually, that's what made me look into that church. I reached out to Robin today. I did ask her if she wanted to come on here and say anything, and she is still very much defending the family. But I made it clear, Tammy, I think I made it clear that I think the family is involved, but I was still kind of respectful to her and her beliefs. But the thing is I caught somebody in the church, either the pastor or Robin, is lying, because David said they called 911, then they called him right away, and he got there immediately. And when he got there, helicopters were going, the dogs were out and everything, right? He said, but Robin said, Candace kept calling me. She finally got a hold of me on my Facebook Messenger and said, Summer's missing. I dropped everything I was doing and got there immediately. David says Candace tried to get a hold of what's her name? Robin, sorry. Candace tried getting a hold of Robin and couldn't, so she called him instead, and he dropped everything he was doing and got there immediately. So who's lying, the pastor or the Sunday school teacher?
Well, Robin, wasn't she like at a dance recital?
Mm-hmm.
Or some type of dance recital or something for like her own little kids? I thought she said it was like she was at her daughter's dancing recital or something, where they had a hard time getting a hold of her.
Yeah, but she said she dropped everything she was doing and got there immediately. But then the pastor says Robin was unavailable. They could not get a hold of Robin at all, so they called him, and he dropped what he was doing and got there immediately. So did Robin drop everything she was doing and get there immediately, or did David drop, or did they both?
Yeah.
Because it was David who said that she was unavailable, and then all of a sudden she was like, "Yeah, I was at a child's recital or whatever." But even if she was, she may have dropped everything she was doing. But anyways, that's their own words out of their mouth. So it's like, who is lying? Because I feel like I would say, right, the pastor both dropped what we were doing and we were there, or whatever.
Yeah. How do you guys feel about the timeline that Hunter gave and the places and her possibly being hurt then or not, or maybe she was alive?
Let me answer this question, Barbara. Yes, it is the seventh day Adventist church. That's what it is. I'm sorry, Tudor. Go ahead.
Yeah, no problem. Do you guys think? I'm sorry, Summer. Do you think she was alive and well during Hunter's timeline, all the way up to being dropped off or dropping Hunter off? Then maybe something happened, or you think?
I believe that.
Yeah, I think I'm kind of between an accident at the swim hole to something happening after, and I kind of think she was okay maybe when she got home. But I don't know if I feel weird about her sleeping on ice cold milk. I have kids.
I love when Cher does fundraisers though, because she really does do good. I don't know if y'all have sat through one of her fundraisers, but she can make some money for good causes. She done one for me. I don't know if you all know. I know some people I've talked about it on here. Like, my dream is to have a like homeless domestic violence shelter for women and their dogs or cats or bird, or a pet friendly shelter, because there's not enough of them in this country. There's not a lot of people stay in situations because they don't want to leave their pet, and there's not really nowhere for them to go. There's not enough of these shelters out there. Well, Cher done a fundraiser for me on that. I can't remember the exact name of it, but it was for homeless vets with pets, and she raised almost $2,000 for that. And it went directly to that fundraiser they do. And I don't know about this one. I think so. But Cher does really good with these fundraisers.
We've had hot days. We've been grocery shopping about milk. Never have they ever slept on ice cold milk. I've held, like maybe a week ago when we went to Walmart grocery shopping, I took his cold milk and held it to my face for a second, and the shit is cold, ice cold. Yeah. It's not comfortable. I just don't really know what to make of that. But also, I don't know exactly when that was. That could have been 2 hours after the swimming hole. Like, we don't know, right? There's time missing that we're not getting told about, obviously.
Yeah, she just doesn't add up.
I do think maybe they went home and something bad happened there. There was a sidekick who had said she had saw she was getting her butt whipped by Candace and ran so that her mom couldn't spank her anymore, and kept running, and then that Candace got in her car and was chasing after her. So part of me thought, well, maybe did she chase after, like, if the psychic's right, did she chase after her and maybe hit her with the car? And I mean, like, as an accident again? I don't know.
Yeah. Are you guys familiar? I don't know her last name, Juanita, I guess. I guess she has her own Facebook group. She's worked with the FBI. I guess she has a high success on
yes,
people.
That's who I was watching, and she also I like her, and she's helped with a lot of cases and has been right on. So I actually just found her yesterday or the day before. I think she's onto something. I'm hoping she found something if the search party didn't, but she said she already did go to, she told them about this turn on the road, and she even said, like, she thinks something happened at the end of the driveway or something like that. So maybe
it's a good possible, because she heard the whatever theory of the dogs.
Yes, something at the end of the driveway. That's my thing. That driveway, that scent ended. There, she was there and then gone. Nothing else. I think she wandered off. Somebody got her. Candace wasn't paying attention. When you're a little kid too, you do stuff you're not supposed to do, and hope your parents never find out, but you don't imagine doing something, getting kidnapped, or you know what I mean? It's something happened at that house, I think, or right before they got home, or at the swimming hole, from the swimming hole to the house. Something went on.
You know, fighting the scent, following all the way down to the Ben Hill Road or whatever. Whatever's true, Donnie's saying or not. I just there's just too many inconsistencies in their timeline. I think that's probably why people are
Hey Eve, hey love.
sounding right. It's not making them look good. I can understand being scared if an accident or something happened, but you would still be better off calling, trying to revive the person or help someone if she was hurt instead of running off. I mean, you look at the Chris Watts case, everything that, it's just, you think be better off just calling the authorities and just being honest with them.
Well, I think their record maybe scares them from that. But then again, there's something that makes me feel unsettled, which is there's a lot of pictures and videos of Summer dancing around this bin that says for sale.
Yeah.
And I don't know, I'm trying to think, like, what would you, maybe the bin itself was for sale and they bought it, but why? Or like, why would you have, I don't know. I don't know. Maybe that's how they advertised their dogs they were breeding to sell. I don't know. Something. I mean, of course I feel weird about that, but.
Was it really milk in the jugs? I mean, was it actually cold milk, or do we even know that?
I guess I don't know. I know people were asking about the dates. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. I'm going with no. Candace and Dawn are not legally married. And the reason why is I haven't been able to find anything that says they're legally married. And she goes by BLY on some things. And if you look at her father's obituary, her last name is Bly, not Wells in it. It says he was survived by, it lists everyone, and Candace Bly, not Wells. So I don't think that they're legally married, no.
Yeah, isn't there, like, almost every state has a law after you've been with someone for so many years, they just basically consider you married? Or
there used to be the
common law.
Yeah. Common law,
yeah.
But I'm not sure if they have that anymore.
Yeah.
I know some states do or don't. I don't know. But what if they knew Summer had signs of abuse? They hid her from CPS. That's what I was kind of thinking, Dalen. That gives me a little bit of hope. Like, CPS was supposed to be there that day, and it's funny because Dawn took the boys supposedly to work with him that day.
We will stop and talk about that. Yes, Nikki, I agree. And don't forget little Harmony Montgomery. I mean, they know that her father killed her, but where's her little body? Where are these babies' bodies? I mean, they got John Benet's, right? Yeah, but they ain't got the killer. But what about little Harmony Montgomery? That's the case that broke me from really covering babies and true crime. I'm doing this a little different because Summer's really special to a lot of us. And, I just want to hear this old shit, which it's new to me. It's good to listen again, fresh ears.
And then they were hiding out because I thought it was weird if they had to wait 20 minutes for a prescription at Walgreens.
Right.
But it took them 10 minutes in drive time alone just to get back and forth to the swim hole from the Walgreens, right? So that never really made sense to me.
Me either.
So, like, if you had to kill time, why wouldn't you just walk through Walgreens? You know what I'm saying? Because you just did half your time in driving alone. So then you would have 10 minutes before the prescription's ready to swim.
Well, isn't the swimming hole they go to near the house?
I think this one was like 30 minutes away or something.
Yeah.
It was closer to Allie's house, I believe.
Okay.
Closer where they were.
You don't have common law there? Yeah, I think they are married. I think somebody found a marriage license or something. I don't know. But we talked about this recently, I do believe, Cher and me, and whenever we went live. I don't know.
Okay.
And I believe when Mr. Cher did the routing, it was like 21 minutes or something like that.
Okay.
Mr. Cher will be back.
Yeah, well, it's, what I think
go ahead.
Oh, no, go ahead.
I was just thinking if it was closer to the house, why would they go all the way back to the house to the swimming hole and then back to get the medicine? But if it was closer to the pharmacy, then maybe not.
Yeah, I think everything was closer to the pharmacy and the general area where they were at. So that's why they decided to go swimming at Warrior Stables Park or something.
Mm-hmm.
I believe Chris McDonough's doing an interview at the Warrior Park Stable with Candace and scheduled for tomorrow.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I don't believe that they have, I know Don's saying they have an attorney, but there's no way they have an attorney. The attorney would, first of all, I would assume not let them be doing these kind of interviews and keep posting, because he's posting again today on his Facebook.
Right.
Yeah, well, especially, I don't think they would want you to be talking to TBI too. If they have a lawyer, kind of want you to go silent on everything.
He said that he wanted that they're asking Candace to go take a third lie detector test. That's from Don's mouth.
Yeah.
It's good to see you, Leathern Lakes.
So did he go back home?
To Utah or to his house in Tennessee?
He's home. He's home.
To his house.
Robin, the church
home?
person.
Okay.
Yeah, he's home. He left for a day to a friend, and then Robin, the Sunday school teacher, called him to go home, and he did. That's what I was told anyway. And he's gonna get that pie.
Yeah. Well, obviously, it seems like the news is tightening up on him and how Don's stopping and taking the kids away and stuff. So it seems like there's definitely a direction that the police authorities are going with their theory on this case or whatever. Evidence and everything's coming back. Definitely point the fingers at the parents, whether which one did it or not, or what they know. But sounds like they're trying to extract more information out of them.
Yeah.
So, but
Yes, he did. He inherited that house from his father or something. Yeah.
Yeah, it's Utah. It's a little bit rougher in Ogden, Utah, where he grew up versus where I was more around the country there in Utah. It's there's a lot more drug activity and stuff going on. It's a rough town. It's definitely for that. So I can see why maybe some of the things happen or why he might have the police record he does. It's definitely a poverty place. But I think too, it's just a lot of dysfunction in that family. As you know, again, once we're hearing, I think a lot of this would tie into Summer and possibly what happened to her. I mean, you see some pictures where she's like covering her crotch area and stuff, and I mean, a lot of people that doesn't seem good. It seems freaking like she's trying to protect herself or not. It just, and then just like again, you know how excited she would get. You see her running in church and wanting to be held by Robin and other people, and just starving for that love or whatever. It just something wasn't right in the home. Obviously, that I believe we all can agree on that or not. But
definitely. I mean, when Candace said something too that really stuck out to me, I'm not sure if a lot of you guys caught it, but the very first interview when she's on the news, she says nobody would treat Summer like that as long as I'm around, or nobody would do those things to Summer if I'm around. But she doesn't. It's weird how she says it. Like, what things? Beating her up? Like, what are you talking about? So, yeah,
right.
I don't know. It just stood out to me. Like, what do you mean they wouldn't do what if you were around? So,
what's your guys' thoughts on not getting the posters and her pictures out as quickly?
well, I was telling him that today because Mountain Girl. I want to get her channel right. I quite like it. Let me look at it quick so I say it right. Some of you might know.
212 or something?
Yeah, there's some numbers after. Sorry, I want to say because I quite like her, and you guys should subscribe if you want to. It'll drop her thing.
Yeah. Yeah, I think she talked a little bit today about Juanita and talking about her track record, and if she had lost child, she would want Juanita to be on the case too.
Yeah, she called the hippie shack and said, do you have any flyers that were left there? They said no. She called 2 places Candace claimed she went and left flyers at, and they said, no, we don't have any, but if you would like to bring some here, please do. Mountain Girl 212, yes. And I am going to share that link. You guys should definitely subscribe. I really like her.
Well, now that they have the other 2 children, they may find out some more information if they know anything.
Robbie, we love you. And that's another reason why I think that they're not put with family. If they were put with family, the family could still say, no, they're not talking. I think they're not put with family for a couple reasons. Like when I was bounced around foster care, I had to have my name changed, and I was not allowed to go with any family members. Not that I had any family members that were really able to take that position, but they didn't want my mom kidnapping me because she had multiple attempts of kidnapping me. So that would be why they wouldn't put them with a family member. And also, if they're not with a family member, they will be speaking to specialists. They will be getting checked out. They'll be getting evaluated and all of these things, and they will definitely be getting questioned. I'm sure of it.
This is just a possibility maybe on with her timeline and how it could be worked. Obviously she said that she had her go through the front door where the brothers were. It could have been possible too once Candace watched her go in the door, she gets snuck downstairs. And then once Summer came down, could have grabbed her, taken her outside, given her like a church member or someone, and they could have driven off with her.
I wondered. I definitely did wonder that.
Because to me,
yeah, I definitely wondered that. I still wonder that.
I'm going to rewind that some and listen to that again, that part.
Really quick, I want to say they were released to work, and they said, no, we don't have any, but if you would like to bring some here, please do. Mountain Girl 212, yes. And I am going to share that link. You guys should definitely subscribe. I really like her.
Well, now that they have the other 2 children, they may find out some more information if they know anything.
Robbie, we love you. And that's another reason why I think that they're not put with family. If they were put with family, the family could still say, no, they're not talking. I think they're not put with family for a couple reasons. Like when I was bounced around foster care, I had to have my name changed, and I was not allowed to go with any family members. Not that I had any family members that were really able to take that position, but they didn't want my mom kidnapping me because she had multiple attempts of kidnapping me. So that would be why they wouldn't put them with a family member. And also, if they're not with a family member, they will be speaking to specialists. They will be getting checked out. They'll be getting evaluated and all of these things, and they will definitely be getting questioned. I'm sure of it.
This is just a possibility maybe on with her timeline and how it could be worked. Obviously she said that she had her go through the front door where the brothers were. It could have been possible too once Candace watched her go in the door, she gets snuck downstairs. And then once Summer came down, could have grabbed her, taken her outside, given her like a church member or someone, and they could have driven off with her.
I wondered. I definitely did wonder that.
Because to me,
yeah, I definitely wondered that. I still wonder that. Really quick, I want to say Seth is a friend of mine. He's welcome here. I'm not sure. I know some of you guys are saying he wasn't. This is about Summer, and I'm kind of missing what's going on. Seth, I'm just going to ask you if we can keep it about Summer Wells' case. I have no idea what you even said to trigger anyone, so I'm not getting on your case. But
that's just it. He didn't say a dang thing. People are attacking him. That's why I jumped up here to say, hey guys, we're here to talk about Summer and do a fundraiser for Cooter Brown to shave that beard. So let's keep it about Summer. Everyone is welcome in this chat, but we will time you out if you keep attacking other people and bringing up what happened in another creator's channel. That's not what we're here about. That's none of our business. So please stop.
And please
That's
don't
all
like
I'm
email me and
asking.
text me while I'm live and say, I got timed out or blah, blah, blah. Because the mods that I have, I trust them. If they're timing you out, they know rules because we go over rules all the time privately as well, what's acceptable in the chats and stuff. So if they timed you out or whatever for the night, I trust in their choices. So I don't really want to hear about it.
I don't think
privately
anyone's
while I'm live.
timed anybody out, but I think some comments have been deleted just
And
because
that's
they're going
fine.
off topic.
I trust your guys' judgment, so I'm fine with it.
Okay, I'm gonna get back down because I took some heavy duty cough medicine, so I'm just gonna listen. So I love you guys,
Love you
and
too,
I will be
Rachel.
here.
Love you, Nelly.
Love y'all too.
Behave in chat. Nelly doesn't need that shit.
I love everybody in chat. Everybody just be nice. Let's make it a fun night.
Yeah, well, again, I'm here in Southern Florida. It's hot. Let's see how young I look. I have a baby face, so if we raise enough money, let's see how old I look.
I said we're going for 1,000.
Oh, another baby
you gotta
face,
aim
huh?
high, but you can shave that beard off or whatever you feel like. I was trying to convince him at like 600 to shave.
Yeah, she's like, should we shave it off anyway?
Yeah.
And we ended up hitting the mark anyway. But
Yeah, that was cool. We got Tam is going to come up here and do some card reading a little bit too. And if you guys want to get your cards read for a small donation, she'll do that. Everything is going towards Churchill Search and Rescue Squad, who I just actually watched this week. They are trying to raise $11,000. They went to what is it called, like a town hall meeting or whatever. They're trying to get the proper budgeting to keep going on this. So hopefully we can help out with a little bit of that. So
yeah, definitely for a good cause.
And the other thing is,
yeah, it shaved it off because we did a fundraiser on my channel and we hit over 1,000. So I shaved. Well, actually, Cher shaved it off for me.
are you going to shave your own, Cooter? Get that?
Yeah. Yep. I got my own.
Oh, snap, you guys. Look at that. And we got Michelle in with the first super chat of $20. I should have got a notebook, huh?
I'm keeping track.
Oh, okay. He's got the phone out, keeping track.
Thank you,
and
Michelle.
even if they found Summer before the money is received, they can use it on other missing children. That's another thing that somebody was saying. They were saying, well, by the time they get the money, if they could have found her. Well, yeah, but they can use it for other missing children also.
Tennessee is number 2 in all of the United States for the most missing children. That's why they have this group. So whether Summer is found or not, this money is still going to a very good cause of a lot of missing kids and being able to help this organization continue in the work that they're doing. So I guess call it a charity fundraiser for many missing kids around Tennessee. So
hey, Sophie.
Hey, Sophie.
Yeah.
So Dana wants to know how long you've been growing your beard, Cooter.
This is about a year.
Wow.
I shaved about a year ago.
Yeah, yours is about the same.
Yeah, I was about 13 months.
Thank you, Dalen. Thank you, Seth.
Yes, thanks everyone, Mr. Seth.
I was just fixing to say it seems like the year is the goal there, a year, and then it's time to shave it off.
Yeah, I was actually trying to get back into school and trying to go for more of a. I'm studying to be an airline pilot, so I want to go with the Alaskan bush pilot type look, I guess.
Oh,
but I think helping these guys out and Summer, however they can use this money, is a little bit more important than me having some facial hair.
When you texted me, was it like an hour or two after Mr. Sharon had his shaved off? I was like, oh my God, yes. That's
Yeah, probably
awesome.
it could be. Yeah. Yeah, I don't remember exactly, but I think you're right.
Yeah, he reached out, you guys, and he was like, if you want to do this again, I'll let my beard go for a good cause. And I was like, we're planning this.
Yeah, and usually if you have a beard, it takes a very long time going. It's almost like your pride and joy. You really want to take care of it, and it takes a long time to grow and stuff. So
thank you, Tasha.
Thank you. But usually, if a person has a long beard like this, it's usually significant and important to them. They just don't grow them just to grow them for fashion or anything. It's usually they like the look or a meaning or something behind it for them.
Did you say your meaning? Why
Thank you, Tasha.
Well, no, just like a meaning, maybe it's a purpose or a reminder or something. I guess I'm just trying to say. So for me, having a beard, it's reminded me of sobriety from addiction, not to relapse or do anything stupid.
Wow.
So that's kind of why grown in liked it and stuff. It's kind of more, it has meaning to me that way or something. But it's just a thought. Again,
because is it like a control thing kind of? Because sometimes like girls will grow their hair or whatever because like they have the control, or like I was working out because I like the control I have over how my body looks.
Yeah, another thing just for myself. I mean, I just like the way I look having a beard versus instead looking like a 2-year-old.
Tell me about it.
Yeah. Have you been shaving, or you been getting a little bit stubble growing back?
No, I haven't touched it.
Stubbly. It hurts.
Stubbly. Yeah. Well, that's a beautiful thing. You can always grow them back. It's not like the end of the world or not.
Yeah, exactly.
Thank you, Mr. Seth. Appreciate it.
Yeah, you guys are awesome. Thanks, Tasha. And again, yeah, the people saying that we're planning on keeping this money, like, I can't remember. We did something like this before where we donated. I posted it all. I think it was like last summer. There will be a video made. It'll be posted. We make the place very public where the money is going to. So if we planned on keeping the money, we're pretty dumb for putting an actual business that everybody can search and call.
Exactly.
It's also a crime if we did that. So
yeah. Plus, we'd be committing child suicide.
Right. So I mean, I'm not sure exactly. I'll be hopeful for apologies from all the people talking the trash for talking, but I also know we won't get one. But it's okay because there'll be egg on their face, and I'll just love it anyway.
Yeah, Betty Boop, we're
Plus, they said they won't get the full 1,000.
No,
because of all the fees that will be taken out.
Yeah, YouTube takes I think 30%, and then they started taking taxes off my payments, another 30. So basically, YouTube gets 60%.
That's why we're doing it on this channel because it only for some reason I don't have taxes taken out of mine. That was new for him this month.
Yeah, it was the first
but
time
I do have the YouTube fees. But everybody knows that. You can Google it to see how much YouTube keeps. But everything else that's made, and there's charts on our YouTube that will tell us what was made or whatever. We also keep track. He had a notebook with his. He's got his phone out keeping track of tonight. So it's getting sent, people. Whatever.
Yeah, I know we can, and then we'll kick in some of our own too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Again, this is about missing people, especially kids. let's just focus on whatever organization or who they're with, just so they can help find missing loved ones and bring families back together.
Right, Cougar. Thank you, Monica. Thanks,
Thank you.
Galen. It sucks that we even have to like whatever, but I just wanted to put out there because I did have a couple people reach out to me privately because they were worried about what people were saying, but just let them talk, let them say whatever because it will be proven, you know. So that's all we can really do. I mean, then when they're proven wrong on that, they're gonna again find something else.
They'll think of something else.
Pick and whatever about. So like Cougar said,
Of
we're
course.
just focusing, having a good time hanging out
Or
with
somebody
people,
else.
raising what we can, and hopefully saying goodbye to Cougar's beard.
Yeah.
And hey, Miss Haley.
How are you guys?
Hey.
Thank you for being here. I know you've been running around like crazy and then just popped on as soon as you walk in the door.
Yeah, thank you for having me.
You look beautiful. Is that purple hair?
Yes.
Oh, you're killing me. I miss it.
Yeah, I noticed in your picture that it's a beautiful purple.
Yeah, I'm keeping the blonde for the summer.
Thank you, Nelly.
Oh, Nelly, we love you. Thank you.
Yeah, thanks.
Nelly and Eliza.
That is one person I will actually tell to put your damn wallet away, lady.
Yeah.
Nelly, no more from you.
So we're at 95.
Nelly, yeah.
$5, Cooter.
That's awesome.
I just love saying Cooter. It's weird. It sounds like it's a dirty word.
Yeah. Yeah. Are you guys familiar
Lord.
with Cooter Brown or how this came to be, to the name or whatever, or getting drunker than a Cooter Brown? Basically, this goes back to the 1800s. There was during the Civil War was about to start, and there was a guy named Cooter Brown. He didn't want to fight for the North or the South, so he just ended up staying on the Mason-Dixon line and just drinking the whole time, basically drinking himself to death. And so there's some saying, I'm not sure exactly, I'm getting drunker than Cooter Brown or something like that.
I already donated to the website for summer. That's awesome, Betty. The reason we picked the location that we're donating to is because we want to be very careful with who the money we raise is going to. We didn't like that the church has their own thing going on. That's fine and dandy for them. We didn't feel comfortable giving to that. We don't feel comfortable giving to a website that's going directly to the family. And again, like we said, if summer's found, awesome. If not, this is also going to helping many children and keeping them doing the awesome work that they're doing there. So we felt just more comfortable with this organization.
Yeah. Yes,
but it's awesome donating if there's links out there and however you guys donate is awesome. We just feel comfortable more so ourselves with this organization.
And there's different ones too. You can donate to EQ Search.
Yeah.
Or you could donate to the reward fund or whatever. Like there's definitely different ways. But hey, Shelly.
Hey, Shelly. Mr. Archie, hello.
So Dave.
Hey, Ginger. Yes, that's why she's here. Who said that? They would like you to do a card reading on
Summer, I think.
Summer.
Ginger Spice.
Ginger Spice. Are you comfortable doing that instead of?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I've sort of saged in that already. That's why it sort of took me a minute. So, what exactly are the questions that you sort of want answered?
Is she alive?
What are you? I want to say if maybe she's when she's alive. Are you comfortable doing that?
Hang on 1 second. Can you see if you can find the Summer World folder thing? Okay. So I sort of do my own when it comes to cases like this. I sort of look into it. I print maps out, and my husband's just looking for the one that I found at the moment. As far as Summer goes, I sort of have done a few readings on her. I've also done EVPs on her. Every single time that I have done EVPs, it's come up water. So in my personal opinion, whatever did happen to her did happen where the water was. But that's what I messaged you about the other day. So I'm pretty sure it's in a yellow one. Oh yeah, it might actually be. I've got so many different folders. I'm sorry, but what happened was with a case that happened in Australia. I've just moved into a place called Brisbane. Well, there was a case that happened around here with a boy named Daniel Morgan. I got a aerial location, the Google Maps location thing, and basically what I do is I let it pinpoint sort of where I'm feeling the body or where I'm feeling that his body could be located. My husband ended up looking into it, and it was not spot on, but there was how many kilometers was that off? It was really, really close. So I thought, all right, I'll do this with Summer. Now I've gotten I didn't think, and it's got Summer on the back there. I printed out some photos of, now these are in black and white, so I don't know if you can see, but that's the house. And I wasn't getting anything from the house, nothing at all. Like I did not pick up anything from the house. So then I went to like the aerial location thing, which this isn't a very good one. You can't really see. You can't really see where I pinpointed. But now I know nothing about the area that she's from. I know absolutely nothing about really, I've just heard about the case and her being missing and whatnot. But there is this this here is what I printed out. Now I don't know if you guys can see a star. Where is it? A star here.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
But what I was in, and I don't know what is there. I don't know if the water's there or what is there. That's why I tried to sort of get a better aerial view, but it turned out really crap. But every single reading that I have done, it has come up that water. So I'm definitely saying that whatever did happen, it was where the water was. And also in another one, didn't it come up, Mum? In one of the EVPs that I did? Yeah. I'm pretty sure that it said something, no mum, that in one of the EVPs that I did. So in saying that, I'm picking up that the mum either is covering up for someone that was there that day or did it herself. But with the card, so we can do yes or no, like, so I can draw a card and then like, so the suits relate to either yes or no. Do you want to do that, or do you want to actually ask questions and like, as far as the reading goes?
Whatever you feel comfortable doing.
Yeah. What do you think is best? What do you think, Cooter?
We can go with yes or no questions. That'd be easier.
Yeah.
Alright. Yeah, that probably is easier. I will just grab. All right. So pretty much, if there are the questions that any viewers want to ask, I can just comment. But so I'm using just a normal universal deck. I do have other cards here, guys. If you do want readings, I've got self-care cards or I've got soul's journey cards. But as far as this reading goes, I'm better off using the universal deck. So pretty much, what's who's going to start off asking the questions?
Well, everyone want to know Summer was alive.
Okay. All right, so I'll just can you find the thing that's got the yeah. All right, so I'll just shuffle. It's down the bottom of the left hand. It's all the way up here. Sorry. Oh wow. That card. Sorry, this card just jumped out straight away. And I don't know if you can see what it is. That's a hanged man.
Mm.
Oh wow, that just pointed to me.
Yep.
Yeah, I didn't expect that. And it's upside down also. Yeah, no, I don't believe she's alive. Right, the next one is, was it an accident? Thank you. So I'll let you guys know before so sorry, my mind's got everywhere.
That's okay.
So yes will be if I draw either a cups or a wands, they will mean yes. If I draw a no or a sword, it's a no. With the major arcana, that means good luck. So pretty much if I draw a major arcana card, I'll put it back and just draw another one. So the next question was it an accident? The devil.
Ooh.
That is good luck, but because it's a major arcana, I'm gonna put it down and I'll draw that the next card. But in saying that, that's it. Yeah. So you got the pentacles.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, guys, the cameras, which is a no. It wasn't an accident.
Okay.
Yeah. Do you guys think it's true then? Maybe Candace was jealous of her daughter, and
I think that's why she had her head shaved. Yes. Yes.
Mhm.
He talks a lot about the Bible.
Yes.
And
It was
the
a
hair
punishment.
being women's strength and how a man can control people. Like, yes, it's yeah. I think there was some jealousy there, especially if going along with. I believe there was sexual abuse going on, and with that, I think there was jealousy. With Candace, a sick, weird thing. But you guys, it just.
In all honesty, that was something else actually that I picked up, and unless anyone said, I didn't really want to say it, because I don't know, what you really can and can't say. But that was another thing that I did pick up. I did pick up sexual abuse, but I wasn't just picking up from the immediate family. I'm picking up from it's not just one. Yeah, there was.
So I have a question.
I could say this poor little girl.
Is there a 15-year-old that was molesting her?
Is that the boy that was at the?
Yeah, don't say names.
Is that the boy with no shirt? Yeah, he got no shirt. Okay, yes, that's who I picked up straight away. But there was two cards that just jumped out then. So, all right, so you've got the wands, which is yes, and then you've got the pentacles, which is no, but the wands jumped out first. So yeah, and I'm gonna go with my heart. In all honesty, it was the boy with no shirt.
I think so too, and that's why Candace would cover.
And that's why I was saying if she was covering for someone else. I don't really want to, this is all my opinion, but this is also what I'm being sort of shown and what I'm picking up. It definitely had something to do with that boy. Yes,
I found it interesting, because he puts himself alone with Summer for a little while. Grandma ran in here, I was alone with Summer. They both ran in here, I was alone with Summer.
And see, I know that a lot of people are saying stuff about her dad also. And this is once again in my honest opinion, I don't even really pick up that he knows the actual truth.
I feel like that.
I'm not saying that he, hasn't been one of the people possibly that has interfered with her or something, but from what I'm picking up, it's
Here's my feeling. I feel like he wasn't involved in the accident that I'm just gonna say it took Summer's life, because that's how I feel. That's what I think happened. I think she is gone. Again, this is my thoughts and opinions on my channel. You all don't have to agree with me. I'm sorry. This is just how I feel. Statistically, it's less than 5% of kids that are abducted by a stranger. Statistics are all, he loves to throw statistics out, they're done. And so I'm going with statistics. Less than 5% of abducted children are from a stranger. It's 9 times out of 10 someone that was very close or a family member. And secondly, I don't like that she was 5 years old. I don't like that she was 5 years old, about to start school, and she could talk. Or that they thought CPS was coming to take her kids and she would be the one to talk because she was being molested, and they both had records and they would be in a lot of trouble. And okay, so Ginger Spice said, was it her mom that killed her? And again, anybody coming in, I'm just going to say, I guess for I hate to say for entertainment purposes. I believe in tarot cards and psychics and everything, so that's why I have it on my channel. If you guys don't agree with it, just kind of leave. We don't need nasty comments. But yes, again, we're all doing what we can to try and find answers and help Summer and find Summer relief.
So Ginger asked, did her mom kill her? And I got, sorry.
Once again, if you want to see how sexy I am, you want this clean shave, and please keep donating so we can shave it.
Okay, so what one means yes?
One means yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Next one. Was she alive or dead in that car? Hey,
so was she?
That's a good one.
What's very weird is the first two cards that I drew with the devil and the hanged man. They're very and a card just jumped out. So what was the question? Sorry.
Was she dead in the car? That picture that we see of her in the car.
Another one. So yes.
Yeah, I think so.
Hey, cotton candy boobs.
Is she in the water now?
Did she?
Maybe that's why I'm picking up water so strongly. I honestly believe what I'm feeling is that whatever has happened at the place where they were at the water. Okay, so is she in water now? Which is cups, which is yes.
Okay. I kind of wonder if she gave her antifreeze, because antifreeze is green.
Where they live, is there a lot of rivers or lakes or water around their property or stuff?
I'm not sure.
I don't think real close to their property, but that little river or swimming hole and stuff isn't very far away.
But I'm sure that would have been searched numerous times, and she would have been found.
I have no idea.
I think they focused the search around her house. I don't know if they searched much out where they were swimming.
I do remember seeing some pictures with
Have
like
they
a
searched
scuba
any
diver.
water? I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I would
Okay.
feel like they did, but I don't know. The goal of Seth is $1,000, same as we had for Mr. Share, but we're at 90. Is it 95? We're at 95 right now. So the goal is $1,000. If Cooter decides to shave the luscious beard off before that, that's up to him. But we're gonna aim high.
250.
Yeah, let's try to go for 1,000.
Yep. I don't believe so. She would have vomited. I think pawns. Another question. Does Grandma know what happened?
Yeah, that's a good question. Well, obviously, if she was dead in the vehicle, Grandma.
I don't believe.
Yeah.
I don't think that was Grandma in the car.
Oh yeah, we've argued about that.
All right, that's one. So that's another yes.
Yeah, I don't see how she wouldn't know.
Mm-hmm. Hey, Aussie True Crime.
Hello, Ozzy.
Oh, okay. I have a yes or no question for the cards.
Yep.
Is Summer and Candace involved in Rose Blythe's disappearance?
So
I'm sorry,
as
not Summer. Don. Is Donald?
Don. Okay, so Don and
Candace
as in Summer's mum. Okay.
Yes.
Okay, so were Don and Candace involved in Rose's disappearance? That's just weird to oh, that's the lovers card that I just drew, and that means that's another yes. But that's the lovers card. Now you're asking about like Candace and Don, the lovers. Was there possibly something happening between the sister and?
I literally thought that. I thought that because Candace said, "I will bury your body and help them search for you." Literally, she said that.
With the deck cards, you've got two really strong love cards. This is the second one, and the other one's the lovers. Now, this usually represents love, and so I can take that two ways. I can take that as in saying about Candace and Don, them being lovers, or I can also maybe there was something happening, and that can be a question that I'm going to ask myself. Was there anything happening between Rose and Don?
Yeah, or if Rose is still alive.
Did they know each other during that time, or did Candace meet
they know
after?
each other?
Well, I would have to say yes because are her boys Don's sons?
Yeah, they're older than that,
So
they were alive.
she's been missing for 11 years, and their oldest son together is 15. So yeah.
I got another one. And that's the question that I just asked. Was there anything happening between Rose and Don? And that's another one. Was there anything, now this is just out of nowhere, but was there anything maybe suggested that someone was hit with a stick or something about, because I'm picking up a lot of oneses. So when she's fallen.
Never heard of that. I mean, we all think there's abuse, but I mean, I don't know.
Well, very likely she was murdered. She was probably beaten with something, yeah.
Well, one, and yeah, if you look at a one, it's a stick. So keep that like
Summer be found.
Okay, will Summer be found?
Ooh, big cake.
Oh, that's another one. The 5 of Wands. So yes, but we didn't ask if she was going to be found deceased or living. So, but it is saying that she was
right. She'll be found.
Yeah.
Big cake. That's something, isn't it? Oh.
Maybe.
Yeah, they are shady stuff for sure. Okay, did we ask if Rose is still alive?
Okay, is Rose
that's
still
a good one.
Is Rose still alive? The King of Swords. No.
That's a no.
And King of Swords, male and elderly male. That's all I'm gonna pick up off that card.
When you held up that map that had the star on it from Ben Hill, hey Cooter, you remember what Juanita had said, that she had tracked down to the end of Ben Hill and then there was a turn, right?
Yeah, I believe so.
I just want to see that picture again when you have that start.
Sorry,
Well, that's very specific, Heather.
Summer in a duffel bag in the water close to a business.
Okay.
Very specific.
Yeah.
I can send it to you if you want. Oh, where is the camera?
Oh. Ben Hill Road, okay. Okay.
I can send that to you once we finish if you want.
I'm just trying to see, like, does it go along? It just kind of, I feel like it's kind of going along with what Juanita said. Don't you think, Cooter?
Yeah, no, definitely. Obviously something seems to happen on Ben Hill Road or close to it, regardless if you go by the dogs or what Juanita is saying, but obviously maybe Summer's body was transported somehow on that road in however way.
What if Summer never went inside? The boys were preoccupied watching TV. So if they're anything like my boys and like SpongeBob is on, or I don't know, turkey hunting, they're not going to pay attention if I'm like, hey, watch this or that. Oh yeah, sure, whatever, Mom. They're not going to pay attention, right? So what if she just yelled at the boys so that would be like an alibi? The boys that their sister was downstairs, but really, that's when she left with Summer, and that's when that video was taken. I don't know. I don't know. Like she never went in the house is what I'm thinking, and she just said like watch. Maybe she never even told the boys to watch, and we'll find that out later because I have no doubt the boys are being questioned. She's a psychic who's on in Tennessee right now, and she's been on the case and giving things to law enforcement. She's worked other very high profile cases and has actually done good in the cases and like given things that turned out to be true. So some of this that she's saying kind of matches up. Only Juanita didn't feel like there was water involved. That's the only difference so far.
Good night, Nellie.
Good night, Nellie. We love you. Good question, Dalen.
Yeah, we've had
Night, Nellie.
so.
Sorry, we're missing some questions. We'll get to them. Dalen's wondering if the church is at all involved, whether they know what happened to Summer or what. So is the church involved at all or knows what's going on?
All right. Is any members of the church involved? Ooh. The 8 of Swords. Now, have a look at, with tarot readings, you've actually got to look deeply into the cards. Now, I just drew the 8 of Swords, which a sword means no, but look at the card.
It's a lot of swords.
A lot of swords, and is she like tied up?
Yes.
That didn't mean no, though.
Yeah.
So you think the church might kind of have its hand tied up so they don't say anything or ruin their reputation or anything, so they might know what happened in summer and just don't want to come out and say so?
Blinded to what's happened to her?
I mean, unless the church can say not, like, yeah, like we were saying, I guess, because if you go and you do a confessional, they're not supposed to say anything, right? So
yeah, unless it's something deadly or could hurt or life threatening, then I think by law they have to say something. But yeah, usually if you go speak to some type of spiritual leader, they're supposed to keep it confidential.
I thought that, how do you say this name? Jenna? I thought that because of the cold milk, that kind of hit me out of the blue too. I was like, I think she was left in a hot car. Maybe, okay, my exact thoughts were Candace and Hunter were messing around, left Summer in a hot car, and then used the cold milk to try and bring her body temperature up. I don't know. This is like a lot case. You could literally think anything right now, and we don't know.
I wouldn't go that road because if they wanted to cool her off, they wouldn't have her clothed, especially not in
long
a sweater.
sleeves and stuff. Yeah, but did anyone see that picture posted that's now deleted and I cannot find it anywhere? Dated June 15th, 6:09 p.m. She went missing at 6:30, and Summer is in the picture with her brother wearing black, white, and red Fox like dirt bike gear. And then Summer, there's half of Summer in the picture, and she's wearing a blue sundress. Has anyone seen that picture?
This is the first time hearing about it.
God, it's driving me nuts because I saw it, and it's one of the ones that people are saying Candace deleted things or whatever, and that's one of them, and now I can't even find it.
Do you think Grandma Candy or Candace will come back to Tennessee from Wisconsin?
Is that what for me?
Just a question in general, see what one you guys thought or not.
It'll depend on how things go.
Aussie True Crime, I thought that was weird too. He said that Grandma and Candace were in the store for an hour, grocery shopping for an hour, and leaving them in the car. That's crazy.
Yeah, well, I don't believe what he says either.
No, I mean, I don't really either. But
I was back in Tennessee in April driving, and it was pretty hot back then in April. So I had to have the windows down.
Well, I'm sure. I mean, if the boy was in there with her, would have opened the door or something, because he would have been hot as hell too.
Yeah.
So.
In handcuffs. I just seen in the other night in handcuffs. Yeah.
Yes, thank you.
Do you think she was tortured, Summer?
God, I hope not.
I don't. Yeah, I mean,
I honestly think that something just went wonky at that day. Like I still think it was an accident, and they're just covering it up.
Yeah, no,
something
I agree with
happened,
you.
She got hurt or something, and they didn't realize how serious it was, and they're just trying to cover their tracks.
Sorry, y'all. I wasn't muted.
to talk because if I had to guess, it's
they're just trying to cover their tracks. But I got hurt.
Do you think she was tortured, Summer?
God, I hope not.
I don't. Yeah, I mean.
See, I agree with Mark here.
I honestly think that something just went wonky at that day. Like I still think it was an accident, and they're just covering it up.
Yeah, no,
something
I agree with you.
She got hurt or something.
That's what I thought for the longest time. It was an accident cover-up. It's that, or somebody took her at the end of the road. Can y'all hear me?
Do you think Candace and Don will split up?
Yeah, I agree with Mark. But I don't, because I've changed my mind. I have flip-flopped. I think there's something to that sin at the end of the road.
Shortly here, if the pressure keeps going or something?
Yes. Yeah, one of them is going to talk. They both know what happened, and one of them is going to talk because if I had to guess, it's going to be Don because we know he did leave. TBI called him and said, we don't buy that Summer left. I mean, I don't know if that part's true, but it is true that he left, right? Where it is, he got a call, was not happy with what he heard because they're looking into Candace more. He got upset with Candace and then left. And I heard he is like he blames her for why the boys were taken or whatever. But then he backtracked and said, well, it's YouTube's fault or whatever. Although he's still doing all of the damn interviews all over YouTube. It's just bizarre. I don't know. But he knows what happened. So again, I look at it. He says, let's say Chris Watts didn't kill anyone. He still knew what happened. It was Thomas House. So he's just as guilty, right? If he killed one, all, none, whatever, he's just as guilty because he allowed it to happen. Yeah. Well, I feel the same about Don. He may not have been a part of what happened June 15th, but he knows what happened and he's helping in hiding. And I also believe that he is guilty of doing bad things to Summer. I can't prove that. It's just what I feel because of major red flags.
Yes, D. Shanks, I guarantee you we don't have half the information that the police department does.
There's something they know that they always know that they won't let out to the public. And
and they never do. In the middle of an investigation, they never share all their information with the public.
That's what I think my mapping. I don't believe that like I've pinpointed where her body or anything is. I believe that's where something is that will help open the case up more.
That's what Anita says too, yeah. That star on your map, I think like where would she be around that area that they haven't searched yet though?
Well, I don't think they even searched her. I think they were doing that this weekend.
Now I really hate to say this, you guys, but my kids are hunters. They hunt bears. They're in Tennessee. Bears everywhere.
Lots of wild animals. So she was out in the woods by herself.
Not even if she was by herself. But if an accident happened, if they're into hunting and bear baiting and stuff, I mean, I'm sorry to throw that out there, but I'm being realistic, and especially with the rural area that they're in, we may not ever find traces of them.
Yeah.
I know that sucks to say, but I don't know.
Well, in so many ways, this kind of reminds me of the Morphew case.
Yes.
It sounds like with they got a lot of circumstantial evidence against.
You know, this year or next year, June 15th, it'll be 3 years, and this case will be considered a code case then. 3 years and it's a code case. Keep that in mind. It's crazy. We can't let this be a code case.
I kind of wonder if TBI and the Hawkins County, they're building a circumstantial case at the moment because they got to found something or keeping something close that we don't know yet.
Yeah, could very well be.
Yeah.
They have all their phone GPS data and they have all that stuff. We don't have access to any of that.
Do you, East Shanks, do you want to come up here and say anything? I'm curious, like, what is it like around the area? Is everyone like freaking out? Someone like worried about all of their children going to get abducted? Like, how is it going? If you want to come up here.
Yeah, is Bigfoot living around there? Have you seen Bigfoot?
Mom premeditate the murder. Okay, Heather Snyder's asking, was the murder premeditated?
I just read her all. Right, so we got the 3 of swords, so that means no. Once again, I'm picking up accident, but look at the picture.
Blue dress. Or purple dress, either way. And she went missing at 6:30. And that says June 15th at 6:06 p.m.
I wonder why that photo hasn't been released.
That's what I'm saying. I don't know if, can we share that, baby?
Yeah.
We'll show it. Thank you, because I've been looking all over to show him this picture, and I couldn't find it. I'm like, did they scrub the hair out of it?
There's another question. Did Mum hide the body? All right, hold on. All right, so 10 of wands, yes.
Yeah, I think she was with Dawn. Will you do the card? Will you ask if Dawn did it too?
Do you think Summer could be out of state? Like enough time in how small the states are? She could be in Kentucky or somewhere?
Well, I'll just ask, was Dawn there? I got the tower. I'll have to read her a card, but as I say, look at the pictures of the, so was Dawn there? 6 of wands. Oh, shit, sorry. 6 of wands, so yes.
I definitely believe she's there.
And so, what did you want to know, if she's out of state?
Yeah, if her body's out of the state of Tennessee or not.
Has Summer's body been taken out of the state of Tennessee? I got King of Pentacles, so that's a no.
I'm Eden, but I'm not into psychics. I'm sorry. I'm not, I mean, no offense, but there's some interesting stuff coming out here.
So this is that photo.
He's out of the state of Tennessee or not?
Has Summer's body been taken out of the state of Tennessee? I got King of Pentacles, so that's a no.
So this is that photo. You can see Summer in the corner, and that was.
Oh yeah, I remember that
6:06
picture.
p.m. Now that was posted at 6:06. That doesn't mean it was taken then either.
That's
kind of
so to clear up, that is Pentacles, so no.
Okay, so I have a question then. How do we know she actually went missing then? If we're going to go by that it's just the days she's posting, okay? What if the swim hole picture wasn't even from the 15th? What if those videos are from a different day? What if it wasn't even June 15th she went missing?
Yeah, she could have went missing sooner.
Did she go missing before June 15th?
No, she could have went missing earlier.
Yep.
Did go missing before June.
Until you just said that's when she posted it. So for all we know, maybe she made those posts as an alibi for June 15th. Maybe she went.
Well, I just asked, did she go missing before? And I got one, so that's saying yes.
What is that card called?
That's the Queen of Wands.
Queen of Wands. It's a black cat. I'm just saying, no, Monica, because if he's saying, well, that's just when she posted it. What if so Cooter, she could be anywhere if she went missing maybe the evening before, maybe
the day before, 2 days before.
We don't know when those pictures and that videos were taken.
Yeah, I don't know. People just don't vanish. It's weird. Something's not right. It's like with the West case too and Suzanne Morphew. It's just people just don't disappear. Something happens, and usually the statistics go back to a family member or someone that knows them well or within their circle.
Tiger Girl, I don't believe one word Ali said. Maybe there's one word or two that she said that was truthful. I believe nothing that any of them are saying. None of them. I don't believe Dawn. I don't believe Candace. I've barely heard Candace's mom, but I don't believe her either. I literally believe no one. And TBI said everybody is a suspect. So to me, everyone that's interjecting themselves into this, like David, Robin, and all of these people are a suspect. Grandma, suspect. Hunter, suspect. Ali, suspect. Everybody, suspect.
Yeah. So Heather Snyder's been asking this like 50 times. Is she in a bag of some sort? Is Summer in some kind of bag?
That's interesting. I'll wait till after she pulls the
All right, is Summer in some sort of bag? Oh, we got strength, so I have to do it again. 2 of Cups, so that's a yes, but that's that strong love card again.
Juanita said yes also. Juanita said she got the feeling from another case she worked on where the child was thrown in the garbage bags, and she said she got that same feeling with Summer, and her words were she was thrown away like trash.
No, and Heather, I didn't mean it like that. I mean, we kept missing it. I kept trying to highlight it, and we keep missing it. No, I'm glad you kept asking.
Again, guys, if you want to see me third list, I'm just waiting to do it. So
we're at $95.
Awesome.
Who wants to see Cooter Brown with a baby face like Mr. Cher?
Yeah.
Oh, Heather, you're fine.
It's good because sometimes we miss things and we get sidetracked.
Yeah, that's life.
Someone Supervisor asked if someone was putting the septic tank on the property.
Ooh, I hate that. Okay.
That's as bad as the oil tanks.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much.
Oh, yeah, Tammy.
That thing, yes.
Okay, that's interesting they say that about the septic tank because I don't know if y'all remember, but in the beginning, I don't know if it'll be said in these lives, Candace would not let them dig up her yard to look for Summer. That's why this here is interesting to me. A septic tank? She wouldn't let them dig the yard.
Now, do you think that they searched the house? Like, did they not search all around the house and everything? Would they not check that? I don't know.
I imagine that'd be like one of the first places they look and try to work inside out. Well, either the grids they form or the graphs or whatever kind of start one central location like the house or somewhere, look real good, then expand out.
Well, the septic tank's buried in the ground, so they would have to dig it up.
Come here.
Yeah, that won't be a fun job.
Yeah, no.
Okay, Letter Lake says, was Don really at work that day? I know the answer. Like, I know the legit answer to that, so we'll see what the card says.
Do they say no?
They say no. TBI has confirmed that they cannot confirm that he was at work that day. So I'm going with no, because that's from TBI.
Well, do you think there's people?
Okay, I want to know what y'all think. Do y'all think Don was at work one day? If he was at work, put a 1. No, put a 2. I'm curious. I'm going to do a 1 because I believe he was. I believe he's telling the truth.
People living on their property that day she went missing, and Don making the phone call to Candace, as H was saying.
I'm not sure if I believe that call. I would have to see the call records. I believe TBI is working on downloading phone records now. I'm not sure if I believe Don did that or not. But there was, I know I've heard of, who said that? Don's sister, was it, that said Don had to go ask a couple people that were putting tents on his property to leave, a couple of guys, and I guess it didn't go over well. I believe the cops were involved to have them removed and everything too, and their argument ensued. I don't know, was that what maybe Don was calling about and telling Candace? I don't know.
Well, it kind of makes me wonder too, like with the Walmart incident and her getting kicked out or not, why is there no public information yet? Something like that did happen, or on a court docket where she has to go to court. I mean, why hasn't some of this information came out before? It makes me wonder. You know, if you got a court hearing or charges, usually, you know, there's paperwork and it's available for the public.
Yeah.
It just, I don't know. I have a hard time believing.
I wonder if she's. I was just gonna say, I wondered if she's on the property, like in a septic tank on the property or someone else's property.
I thought it was interesting. Hunter wouldn't want to go back with his dad, but maybe it's nothing. You know, I guess the dad was like, well, we're gonna get the answers out of him and get the reward money. I didn't like how Hunter was throwing Candace and Don under the bus right away. Anyways, had to keep looking at mom for answers. The guy even told him like, no, don't look for mom for answer. You answer. I'm asking you.
With CPS in America, do they come out after, like, so in Australia, if it's like it's named something different, but it's called Department of Community Services, I think it is. But if they come out, it's usually between like 9 and 5. Do they come out in America later than?
No, that's what I was telling him the other day. That's why they could know when to judge, because if they are out of the house, like I think they were gone till maybe like 5:30, whatever.
Yeah.
No, it's usually like between 8 a.m., 4:30 or 5.
Yeah. Okay.
That's when, and I think that's why Dawn had taken the boys that day to work, and then Summer was with Hunter and them. I think they were, and Mom was there too, had a hospital or whatever. So yeah. And a part of me wondered, were they just all hanging out at the church that day? Because churches are home free. I've been hidden in a church before, or in the basement of somebody else's apartment building, hiding from CPS with my mom.
Hey, Wacky. Good to see you, love. Okay, have y'all heard that about the inheritance? Who's muted? Cher? Cher's not muted, is she? I was muted listening. Can y'all not hear me? What's muted, Eve? Okay, you can hear me? Okay, can you hear the video when it plays? Yeah, I was muted on purpose. I was listening to this. The video's muted? Yeah, I paused it. Hold on, let's see if you can hear it. Put a 1 in chat when you hear it.
Make it look that way. I was just curious anyway.
Which means she would be the only one left to inherit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's what I was getting at.
Very coincidental.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, well, even if you look at the dumbbells, I mean, that's basically what's coming down to life insurance policies and get money that way.
Jealousy. Yep.
All right. Did Candace? Oh, I didn't even have to ask anyone about that. Did Candace kill Summer to take the inheritance? King of Cups. Cups is yes.
Yep.
Now that stands out more because everything they have so far, they've got other land, they got their house, they have all of this stuff because it was an inheritance from Don's family. So now, father passing away, it said there was an inheritance for Summer. Well, if Summer's gone, who's that go to? Mom.
Next of kin, yeah.
Yeah, jealousy and money.
Okay, did y'all hear that about the inheritance? Here, let me go back because it was muted. Thank y'all for telling me because I would have sat there all quiet myself. We'll go back some here because it was muted. Sorry about that. Thank y'all for telling me.
I'm curious. Did Candace's dad, did Kenneth Bly pass away naturally?
Did Kenneth Bly? Okay, I don't know anything about this, so I'll have to ask you to fill me in after I've drawn the card. So did Kenneth Bly pass away naturally?
Yeah.
Oh, and there was one that just jumped. Okay.
Because he.
Queen of Swords.
I like the jumpers.
Yeah, Queen of Swords. No.
Okay.
So what's the story there? If you don't mind me asking.
6 weeks before Summer went missing, Summer's grandpa, Candace's father, died. There's said to be an inheritance that he left to Summer.
Oh, and
I
now
find it
she's
interesting.
missing.
Candace's sister is missing. Candace's daughter is missing. Candace's father died 6 weeks before. So I was just curious. I mean, because there's ways, yeah, sure, it's said in the obituary he died of natural causes, but there are things to make it look that way. I was just curious anyway.
Which means she would be the only one left to inherit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's what I was getting at.
Very coincidental.
Have y'all heard about that? See, I don't remember that either. I'm glad I'm going over these. This is going to be the last one I play tonight, but tomorrow I'm going to do it again. Because I want to hear all this. And I already got the live made. Yeah, I ain't heard nothing else about it. Or I don't remember this, but I haven't heard nothing about it recently, you know? What come of it or anything.
Angel?
Yeah, well, even if you look at the dumbbells, I mean, that's basically what's coming down to life insurance policies and get money that way.
Jealousy. Yep.
All right. Did Candace? Oh, I didn't even have to ask anyone about that. Did Candace kill Summer to take the inheritance? King of Cups. Cups is yes.
Yep.
Now that stands out more because everything they have so far, they've got other land, they've got their house, they have all of this stuff because it was an inheritance from Don's family. So now, father passing away, it said there was an inheritance for Summer. Well, if Summer's gone, who's that go to? Mom.
Next of kin, yeah.
Yeah, jealousy and money. Yep.
Yeah.
Jealousy, money.
I mean, I have a feeling. Okay, let's ask this: Will Summer being found help find Roy?
Where's High Priestess? Are you still here? High Priestess was in here earlier. She said something about money, them getting money, Candace and Grandis. Maybe this is the money they were talking about. I'm going to mention this to share because this is interesting.
Rose. Will the two cases tie together? I guess I don't know how to ask the question. I think you get what I'm saying, though.
Are Summer and Rose's case tied together? Are they the same culprits?
I want to know more like, so if we find
Will
Summer,
sort of
will we
solve-
find Rose?
Hey, maybe that. Yeah. Okay. So once Summer's found, will Rose also be found? I've just had a thought. Okay. King of Pentacles. Pentacles is no. I was thinking maybe they were, buried together or something just then.
Yeah, or I was thinking somebody's gonna spill for a lesser.
I don't think Summer and Rose's cases are connected at all. I think they're totally different. But it is wild how both of them come up missing like that.
Sentence, and maybe they'll be definitely like, so what's up with Rose? Because none of it looks good.
Yeah.
Did Candace kill her sister and her daughter?
Okay. Did Candace kill Rose and Summer? Knight of Wands. That's yes.
Yep.
I think so.
Wow.
Yeah, what are the odds?
And does she even know how much the inheritance is going to be?
Yeah, I think that, okay, this is what's crazy. It was 6 weeks after Grandpa died. So I think it would not be too long after the funeral that they would have gotten, usually from my experience, they will wait till like after the funeral, whether it's like a week or something. That's when you meet with the attorneys or whatever, and you're told this, and this. So I absolutely do believe that within that 6 weeks, if there was an inheritance, I don't know how we would even get proof of this unless it's released from police or TBI, because I don't think that's public information. But there's always a motive, right? And I can't think of anything. The motive either being Summer was about to talk and nobody wanted to go to prison for what would come out of her mouth because they already have lengthy rap sheets, or money, or both.
Okay, did the boys see anything happen? I drew a wands, and wands means yes, but I honestly in my heart don't believe that this is right. But I'm gonna go with the card, so it's saying yes, they did see what had happened. Or maybe it's not they seen what happened, they could have seen the aftermath, and maybe, maybe the parent, like maybe Candace's freak's taken her home in the car, like who knows what's happened.
Ginger, I don't want to ask that question. We're not going to do that question, and there's a reason why. And okay, I'll just say it. I have my suspicions, but let's say the boys were doing things to their sister. I feel like that's all they knew. What they have lived in and was born into is not good. And so if that's something they have seen or witnessed or have grown up thinking is okay because they've seen it going on.
Thank you, Michelle.
Thanks, Michelle.
I don't want to answer that question, but I just.
Will I be hairless tonight? That's my question
Will
for you.
Cooter Brown shave his beard tonight?
Well, we're at like 115 now.
115. Thank you, Michelle. Awesome. I think that's round 2 for Michelle, or is it a different Michelle? I don't know. Yeah, Monica, I think so too.
Okay, good. If you're holding out for a G, I don't think we're going to hit that.
Yeah, I don't think so either.
Okay, I was just going to ask if Candace was jealous of Rose, and a card jumped out straight away. Pentacles is no. So I don't know if the cards are playing with me or what, but yeah.
There's been too many yeses.
If we can get up to 200, I'll do it.
Ooh.
Oh, you guys hear that? If we hit 200, so we need 85 more. 85 more, and Cooter shaves that beard.
Cooter shaves that beard. Yeah, definitely there was jealousy there, just the way she talks. Even the posts I've seen she's written about her sister. Maybe not jealousy, Ginger, right? Just a pure hatred.
Oh, maybe I just worded the question wrong. That's why that came up. Also, it was just asked, was Grandma Candace involved? Was Grandma Candace involved? The world, so I have to redraw. The Sun, they're all major arcana, and the Four of Swords. So swords is no.
Okay. Leather and Lakes. Was Kenneth Candace's dad?
Yep.
Was he poisoned?
Was Kenneth poisoned? And if they think it's natural causes, not always they do autopsies. So
right.
Temperance, I have to draw it again, but that's an angel. Pretty hard to have to draw it. The stars, they're all coming up major arcana. The Chariot. Oh my goodness, sorry guys. 5 of Pentacles. So no.
Okay. Tammy, you're back.
Yeah, it just,
so
it just went out. I was like, what happened?
Yeah, it does that to me sometimes.
What are we at? Like
we're at 115, so we need 85 more.
$85 more, and Cooter loses that luscious beard. Of course, he did, Dalen.
Luscious beard.
Oh, Pink Ladybug.
Pink Ladybug, you are awesome.
Thank you.
65 more.
I'm trying to donate, but I think I have to use my iPad, so just give me a second.
They want to see that beard gone.
Yeah, so much for the world by Santa Claus.
Where was the property house that was left to Summer located? Was it a property? Was it?
I never heard. I heard that there was some kind of inheritance, but I've never seen if it was an insurance policy, if it
Yeah.
was money, if it was assets. I never heard anything.
Yeah, I never knew what it was. I just heard inheritance, and I honestly don't even remember where I heard that from. But
yeah, I never really heard anything about it.
I think I'm going to end this there. It's been over 3 hours. And I'm going to finish this right here where we left off tomorrow. We will pick up right here tomorrow. Let me document this. And I'm going to end this, and then I want to talk with Cher about this before we finish it and see if she got any more information about that inheritance. So I will have that tomorrow too, if she answers me. She did. Yeah, I will see you all tomorrow. Thank you all for staying here with me. Much love. Good night. Remember, always stay humble and kind, no matter what. Sometimes you can let your ghetto out. Yes, absolutely. But humble yourself. Good night. Sweet dreams.